Are you kidding me?
Non-refundable $473.
You know, I really do hope you get it next year because I've been waiting in anticipation for it. But
I didn't even set up.
It should be fine.
because
I should get it.
Because at the beginning of the year, you were like, I probably won't even get it.
Oh, things got dicey there for a little bit.
But we're back on track now.
Oh yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Now, have you seen what happened to the Right Stuff store?
Mm-mm. Didn't it all just get converted
Yes.
over?
It's just the Crunchyroll store now.
Yeah. So now you can't even type in right stuff. Anime. Nothing pops up.
Nope.
I should have made my last order on there before it went away because I had like 6 things in my cart. Oops. But
This is just one of those unfortunate corporate takeovers. You hate to see it.
hate to see it.
How are things over there in the captain's chair? Do we look
Sorry.
good?
Yeah, I've been paying attention.
Do we sound good?
Yeah, sure.
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 This man's already done with his beer almost.
I just feel like I'm missing something. I
You
think
should-
it's...
You should have got another beer.
Nah, it's right here. I'll be fine. I think it's because I'm usually prepared, and I just did all of this in the last 5 minutes, so I feel like I am missing something. So we'll find out.
I mean, our voices are getting recorded, so it can't be missing anything.
You did press record, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
I hope that's recording. I think I hit record.
Do you want me to check?
If you want.
It'd be unfortunate if we hit hour 1 and there's no video.
Yeah, that's true.
It'll be all right.
You don't mind, do you? Looks good. Tell you what's really looking good is that jersey you're wearing. Yeah.
You know,
Feels good to have it on.
you know, what would pair really nicely with that jersey? Some Derek Jeter Jordan 1s.
Ooh. I like the way you think.
There was a time where I was considering purchasing those.
And how much are those?
$400 or $500, right?
Like 13.
Oh, I'm not thinking of those then. Never mind. I don't know.
There's a pair of shoes that looks like it's Yankees, but it's not. It just has that kind of like colorway. But then they also had a Derek Jeter Jordan 1 that they made like a long time ago.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. They have the pinstripes on them, right?
The Derek Jeter ones are like a solid blue, but around the ankle it's pinstripes.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a nice shoe.
That would match the jersey we have very nicely.
Do we
No. Maybe you could.
toss out the idea? Leave it out there?
You want to go halvesies on a pair?
We're not saying no.
Size 12?
It's just barely out of affordability range.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I mean, we're all used to spending about half of that.
Yep.
We've all done it. Right? What's the most expensive?
Not me, but
What's the most expensive shoe you've purchased?
I think it's quantity.
I don't think you've
with
ever
him.
purchased over retail.
It's quantity with him.
yeah, it's actually a pair of mids. I bought the gray aquas on Goat for $280. That's the most expensive pair I bought.
It's pretty good.
I had to
Okay.
have those shoes.
If we're talking like purchases I've made with my own money, it's these.
Those were $500 almost, weren't they?
Almost.
Yeah.
So me and Jesse spent almost the same amount. His was just a...
I think mine was a hair under 500. The lost and founds. Yeah, that was fun. That was a good day.
You're going to wear them for Christmas, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm toying with... Right now, I have the lineup.
Yeah?
But do I want to wear a different shoe every day or go with the Lost and Founds every night?
I think it would be a damn shame if you didn't. You've got
Didn't
the
what?
Lost and Founds. You've got the festive mids. What's pair number 3? Oh, yeah.
Do you have something good to go with that?
Well, we have to wear all black, so.
Oh. I keep forgetting.
But I have a nice pair of blue jeans to match these.
Do you have like
A good sweater.
if you guys wear all black, do you have to wear a black tie or can you wear a color tie?
We did black and red ones, green and red, past couple of years. Maybe not last year.
I
Year
wore
before.
yellow last year.
So the year before, I did green. He did red.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember what I did last year. But yeah,
you can get a solid blue tie that color.
Like a dark blue.
Yeah.
I like the way you think.
Yeah, you look sharp.
Just like a hint.
So you think I should do the lineup instead of all Lost and Found?
Yeah.
What's your lineup?
So I think I'll definitely wear these. And I've got a pair of red laces, and I may put those on the Pandas. And then I'll definitely wear the Bloodlines.
Classic.
I don't remember those.
Do people at church like know you guys are like deep into shoes?
It's funny. Ashton's more known for it.
Yeah.
But we both kind of wear Jordans almost every Sunday. But for some reason he's like, whenever they come, it's like Russ and Tim specifically will come to me and be like, so Ashton's like really into these shoes, isn't he? And I'm like wearing a flashy looking pair at the time and I'm like, yeah, he's really deep into it. It's like he's got a problem. No, I don't care. He's like, he's really got a problem. Yeah.
I've got a problem.
I know, that's why it's funny. They don't notice that I do the exact same thing. Yours are more flashy, I think.
Mm.
For the most part, I wear. I don't.
You would see one highs are not flashy.
This is the most flashy because this is the first pair I have with like a pattern. Besides
That's not
the Christmas
flashy, though.
ones.
That's like subtle.
I know, but this is my
Yeah.
most flashy.
I think they're calling me out because of the volts. The
The
volts
bright
are
ones?
flashy.
Yeah. My hoodie's all cattywampus.
Good grief! Get situated over there.
All right, I think
What an
we're-
odd moment.
I think we're. Thanks.
Yeah, get you a sip, recover.
What were we saying?
Boys, who is ready to throw down on some food next week? I am fully committed to a food coma about 8 o'clock on Thursday night.
That's late for me for a coma. I'm usually like 4:30.
So, what time do you guys get together and eat? Because we get together at like 2.
Oh,
so
no. Oh,
it's like
no.
Yeah,
it's
we're
like,
midday.
6:30 when
yeah,
we start.
it's
So
early.
what do you do all day?
I
Festivities?
will more than likely go to my aunt and uncle's house like around lunchtime, kind of snack, visit with them, and then I'm quite excited because my uncle from Iowa is coming down.
Cool.
Sunday he'll be here, and he's staying through Thanksgiving with us. So I only get to see him once a year, usually. And
He's the guy that you said we would enjoy, right?
Yeah, he's very cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him. We'll have dinner, and either Friday or Saturday, one of those 2 days, we'll do our whole family Christmas decoration thing. Caden and Lainey will be there. Tan should be down from college. So yeah, it'll be good.
Hopefully no house fires.
Oh gosh, no. We don't need any of that again. That was Christmas.
Oh, was that Christmas? Yeah, for some reason we get together super early. Like everybody I talk to always does like a dinner like 6ish.
Well, I like it because then we can play football after.
But then again,
And then we're all fat.
we don't leave at like 4. We stay from like 1 o'clock all the way till
We used to stay till midnight,
Yeah.
remember?
yeah.
Yeah, when one of the old traditions was the after seconds, like once the sun's down, the ladies would break out the flyers for the stores and like plan out what they want to go, where they want to go, what they want to buy. But they don't do that anymore because no one really does Black Friday shopping much
It's all
anymore.
online.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, we would stay till midnight, and we do the same thing on Christmas Eve. We stay at Uncle Lou's till Well, we used to till past midnight into Christmas. Make it a whole day.
Yeah, this year was supposed to be everybody coming here, but Kylie and Matt aren't coming because they just had their baby. Julianne switched it. She was supposed to come for Thanksgiving, but she switched it to Christmas. So now she's not going to be here.
Dang.
Yeah.
What a brat.
So
I'm sorry.
I think it's just going to be the normal family, unless I'm missing somebody who's traveling, but I don't remember.
There's no like special guests.
Yeah.
It seems like this year. I think it's for the most part the same.
Well, we'll have
special guests.
well,
like 1 year Seth came. So we've had like he's not normal. Seth and Hoyt came 1 year.
we'll have Linda, Marty, Hannah.
They're pretty normal.
Your fiance?
Yeah.
Yeah, and his in-laws.
Fiance.
Yeah, they'll be here all weekend.
Actually, they probably be coming on like Wednesday or Tuesday.
They're coming, I believe. They say Wednesday, but that means Tuesday.
Yeah.
So probably Tuesday.
Josh's birthday is scheduled for 10 a.m. Wednesday.
Thank you, Siri.
Who's Josh?
I don't
The
know.
birthday is scheduled. We had to put that on the calendar.
I can't wait until Pat hears that. He loved that one episode where we were talking and Siri went off for like 30 seconds and we just let her go. He loved it.
Unreal.
She's a handful.
We're just gonna let you finish this moment.
Are those twist offs, or you need a bottle
You
opener?
want to make me sulk in it, don't you?
Yeah. You're gonna have to get up anyway, right? You need a bottle opener.
I mean, I guess you could call that a bottle opener.
You keep giving me hell about
That
it,
one's
but
tough.
does it?
It is
does it
tough.
do
I don't
the
like that
job?
one.
I think it requires a degree.
Yeah. What did
So-
you?
No problem, gentlemen. With Thanksgiving with your family, is there also the obligatory cup of coffee after the meal?
Yeah.
Oh,
Does it- yeah.
Oh yeah. That's my favorite part. When people are settling,
yeah.
everybody's my mom. I love it. My mom's like, "Want coffee? You want coffee? You want coffee?" And then she'll make like
Everyone's
8
like,
pots.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Make
She
all
brings
of it.
out every mug that's lined up on the kitchen counter.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best part. Is like decompressing from the war that happened in the kitchen.
Right.
We're all just soaking it in. Yeah.
As your body begins to process 3,000 calories,
Yeah.
getting that nice hot
Wait.
liquid on top.
Wait. So you don't do seconds?
Oh yeah.
You're doing seconds by like 8:30 then.
Well, if you eat at 6:30, you need an hour or two to recover.
And then
9
you're going to
o'clock.
sleep with all that in your body.
9 o'clock, I'm doing one last survey of the landscape, and then
And it's
You
lights
know.
out.
coffee's in between there, so the caffeine doesn't really hit. 11 o'clock,
You're out.
you're yeah, game over.
Is there anything on your want list that you're keeping your eye out for Black Friday?
I'll be honest, and this is going to sound like an old man, but there's not really anything I want.
You know, I would say that's normal, but there's always something that we want, especially in this friend group. There's always something someone's buying.
Let's talk about it.
So
Unhitches.
I
The mics are coming off the stands.
I think
Get comfortable.
I think Jesse was saying that he's gonna keep his eye out on the Lego store on Black Friday.
But do they actually have deals?
Yeah.
Okay, well, do me a favor. Keep me abreast of any developments
Well,
with
what
the
are you
Lego
interested
Christmas
in?
tree.
Here's what they. Oh,
Anything to do with Christmas, if it's going to make me feel festive, you let me know.
how festive?
Or-
So the. So Santa. So Tim told me to warn you about this, but I feel like I already did. Santa's visit retires this year.
You told me that at Target.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I thought I did.
And that didn't nudge you into getting it?
Well, I'd already dropped 100 on the Holiday Village.
But you know this year's almost over. Are you gonna get it before it retires?
When I say it's retiring, like probably now they've already stopped production.
So are you telling me that next year there's no chance I'm walking in Target and finding it?
I want to say a very slim chance.
A slim chance.
It
Okay.
won't be in stores anymore. I bet Amazon will carry it for a little bit, but once a Lego set retires, most of the time, by the time the new year comes around, they disappear.
There's a very high likelihood because what's going to happen is I'm going to wrap up my Christmas shopping in November,
And you're
then
gonna
December's going to come.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
going to be like, I've got nothing to buy.
I'll tell you
I
what,
should
Ash.
treat myself.
I'll tell you what, Ash. December 3rd, we're both playing. Sunday?
For practice, yes.
No, December
Oh,
3rd.
and for that as well, yes.
If Santa's Visit and Holiday Main Street is there, let's just flip-flop.
You're going to match me
I'll match you
on December 3rd?
on December 3rd.
Let's create a calendar invite.
Please. A calendar invite. I'll do it because I need Main Street for my Winter Village.
I need that.
Now, how serious are you about this?
We'll be in Target. I've got
Yeah, that's true.
nowhere to go.
And he's got all the money to burn in December. He's going to be done buying presents.
Fair. I'm in.
Okay. You should be in. You brought it up.
It's true. Yeah, I'm in. That'll be a good day. Tim, you gonna meet us?
And actually hang out with us.
Yeah, I like how last time you guys were like, "Yeah, let's meet up at Target."
We did.
You met us walking
You
out
met
of
us at the
door.
front door and said, I'm going to go home.
You guys were at the checkout.
I walked around with you.
Zach had an excuse.
A poor excuse.
I walked around
No,
with you
It
guys.
was a good excuse.
But then you guys went to the car, and then I was like, I'll just.
No,
No,
no, no, no,
Seth,
no,
no, that's
no,
not
no,
how
no.
it
No,
goes.
no, no.
See, I get the trudge out of the way. The trudgery out of the way, which is buying groceries. I take them to the car. Then we go back inside. We actually, enjoy ourselves. I don't want to push a cart all around Target.
You're right. But then you double
You said I had to go home to play RuneScape. That's what you said.
I did.
He also said he was going home to contemplate life decisions.
Oh, he did say that.
Did I say that?
Yes. And you look quite serious about it, too.
Yeah, you didn't smile.
Yeah. I mean, you looked...
We did talk about you when you left.
I guess he didn't do any...
All I
thinking.
did was watch football and play RuneScape.
That's what he meant.
I sat in the living room all day, had my iPad on my lap, watched football.
Mining?
Mm-hmm.
He looked like he was getting ready to embark on some philosophical inquiry.
Yeah. That was my vibe.
He actually kind of glanced off into the distance where there
The
was
middle distance?
there was no object for him to fix his gaze on.
What did I do that? Didn't I do that and it cracked you up in the kitchen that night we were hanging out?
You did a lot of things that cracked me up when we were hanging out.
I'm not talking about that. It was before we started drinking. Remember I said something and looked off into the distance and it like sent you to the floor? You probably don't remember a
Heaven
lot of
only
that night.
knows. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
don't know. You don't remember a lot.
So can we talk about last weekend?
Well, are we done with Thanksgiving?
I mean, we were kind of leaning into. Do you have anything else to say?
I do.
All right, go ahead.
Yeka.
I want to know your favorite part of Thanksgiving, Ash. And what are your traditions? I remember last year, my traditions were watching the parade, and you said you guys don't do that very much.
I don't think I've ever watched the Macy's Day Parade all the way through ever.
Do you got any? What's your traditions?
It's okay.
If you're not watching the YouTube, you're missing out. By the way,
Really oh yes, let's return to that.
let's plant a flag while planting a flag.
Yeah. So we've got flags on top of flags.
United Nations here.
Be careful over there. Santa's Visit's right next
Almost
to
dropped
you.
my can.
Don't you dare sticky up my
Don't
Santa's
drop
visit.
the dirty pear on top of Santa's Visit.
Well, at least it has no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial flavors, and only 2.7 grams of sugar.
So what do you normally do Thanksgiving morning?
I'm going to be honest. Thanksgiving is just kind of a normal day up until the time of getting together with family. Like I don't have any.
Okay,
I don't think
bring
there's
me-
any family traditions
Bring me back to young Ash.
in the morning.
You, Tanner, Caden, Asa are young, high school.
Well, I was a teenager
Well,
when Asa was born.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean. You know what I mean. What's like the childhood? Okay, let's go pre-Asa. Sorry, dude. What was the tradition like? What was it like waking up on Christmas morning? Any football? Any running outside and playing around? What's the deal? Pumpkin pie? I want to know it.
Well, you eat pumpkin pie
I
during
don't know.
the meal. I mean, to be honest, Thanksgiving was always one of those things as a kid of I don't have to go to school all week, so probably play video games and throw a football in the front yard. As I've gotten older, I've grown to love Thanksgiving more. As a kid, it always felt like it was the in-between of Halloween and Christmas, where it was Thanksgiving and
It
you're
was
thinking,
halftime.
oh, we're so close to Christmas.
Yeah.
But now it actually means something to me. So
All right.
my favorite part is being with family and the food.
You know what I associate Thanksgiving with?
What's that?
Pokemon.
Oh, same here, Tim.
Oh yeah. So when I was younger, I just vividly remember every Thanksgiving or that week, since we're always off from school, me and my brother and my neighbor, we would hang out on the porch and play Pokemon on the DS and trade each other back and forth with different stones and stuff to get all the evolutions. Yeah.
Nice.
So, and up until this day, I still associate Thanksgiving with Pokemon.
We should do that again.
Do we have DSs?
I do. You do. But
I
we're
wish
not
I-
going to do it.
I wish I had all mine.
I got one you can borrow.
No, but I had the Pokemon ones. They were cool.
Hey, I have the Mario one.
Can't get those anymore.
Yeah, you can.
You could, but it would.
You got a $700 check thrown at you last week.
No, that was expense reimbursement.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
it was already spent.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It was money already spent.
No, his vacation was already budgeted and he had the money. $700 was thrown at him just for funsies.
It was recouped.
Expense reimbursement.
You suck. Even when he gets a $700 bonus check, you're still on his side. You're killing me. You're killing me.
I've been on this hill from the beginning. I put it in the description last week. With $700 in expense reimbursement and a twinkle in his eye, I think is how it went.
Yeah.
Sounds right. Did you read the description?
Yeah, he sent it to us in the chat.
You didn't read the real description.
The real description.
Don't worry about it. So, which Pokemon game did you play on Thanksgiving? Whatever was the newest one.
A couple years we did Pearl and Diamond, did Platinum,
Ooh.
did Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
What?
Oh.
What's Platinum? I know Shining Diamond and Pearl,
Mhm.
and then Platinum came out like a year after. Like, what was it?
I wouldn't say a year after. I think it was a little further ahead than Diamond and Pearl, because Diamond and Pearl were the base set for that era.
It was a year after.
Was it?
Pokemon used to do this thing where they would release a new generation, and there would be 2 games, and then the following year they would release a third kind of sequel
Like
where they would
red,
change the
blue, and yellow.
storyline a little bit,
Right.
change up the Pokemon that you could get in the game, and then the following year there'd be a new generation. So they would do this thing of like a sequel to the main 2 games and kind of follow
That's
that.
really cool.
Did Black and White a little bit too.
Which-
I never did Black and White 2. I don't remember playing Black and White 2.
That was the difference. They did, instead of black, there was talk back then that there would be Black and White and then Gray would be the follow-up, but they actually did a Black 2 and White 2.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was it a different story?
It was a little bit different. The characters, sprites had different clothes and...
Do you still have all those?
Oh, yeah. I'm not getting rid of those games.
Do you think you have every Pokemon game?
Probably not.
Jasmine has all of hers complete and boxed up with the manuals from the DS, the 3DS. Last time me and Jake, like a couple years ago, we looked up everyone on eBay, and we did a total evaluation, and she had like $1,200 worth of Pokemon games.
I bet it's way more now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot. And it was funny because it was only like 7 games, but they're all so expensive. They're
Mhm.
like they like average $150 if you have the manual, the box, and the game.
Yeah. Which game do I go back and get? So I just got Heart Gold.
I really love Platinum. Platinum was really good.
Is that on the DS?
Mm-hmm. It was the original DS one, right?
So Diamond and Pearl
Yeah.
was the first DS Pokemon game?
No, but it was on the. It was just
So
on the
Platinum
DS.
was on the DS.
Yeah.
Diamond and Pearl were the first DS games because that was Gen 4. Gen 3 was Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, all of which were on Game Boy.
I have a repro of Ruby on
Hmm.
Game Boy, and I started playing it on my DS. But I want to get Omega. What's Omega Ruby? Is
I
that
would
remastered?
recommend doing Omega Ruby and Alpha
It's remastered.
Sapphire.
They're on the 3DS too.
It's very similar to, the treatment that
Brilliant Diamond.
Brilliant Diamond, BDSP, as the internet calls
Mhm.
it. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I saw Omega Ruby at GameStop for $55, but I think it's like $40 on eBay or something. It's really not that expensive. So I thought about it. I may get both of them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Well-
Pokemon Thanksgiving, man. It's a good combo.
Mm. Ever since listening back to our Zach episode, I've been really wanting to put Pokemon Red back in my Game Boy and getting back into it because I'm at the 3rd gym. I actually went pretty deep into it. I want to experience the whole thing, go all the way through. But I remember it's just tough because you only train one Pokemon at a time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a grind of a grind. Yeah. But I thought about it.
What's so funny is that for me, that's the baseline. And so these games where you will battle and defeat a Pokemon and your entire team gets experience,
Yeah.
that's weird to me.
Really?
Because
See, that's what I started at because I started on Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl.
so you're probably like, I'm getting shafted here.
Yes, that's exactly what it feels. I'm like, man, this takes forever. Brilliant Diamond I beat in 4 days on the cruise. I mean, I flew through that game.
Yeah, red, blue, and yellow are hard.
Yeah. Yeah. You said the final guy has a beefy Dragonite.
Yeah,
2 beefy Dragonites.
he's got 2.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is still Pokemon X. I had a lot of fun on that one.
Yeah.
I guess just because it was.
I do have that one.
Do you?
Yeah.
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 That's the one I put the
On
most.
3DS?
Yeah, that's the one I put the most hours into on any Pokemon game.
That was one of the most well-polished
Yeah,
Pokemon
yeah.
games ever.
Yeah,
Did that one trade multiple Pokemon at the
No.
same time? Won't play it.
I
I think I have Sun and Moon also.
I think I had 268 hours on Pokemon
Wow.
X. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were the starters in X and Y?
Oh, heaven above.
I'm
surprised you don't know this.
I have no idea.
I don't remember.
Really?
Oh. I think I do, kind of, sort of. One of them was the fire Pokemon, the fox-looking one with the stick.
Finnegan?
Was it? I don't remember what the grass.
Rowlet?
No, that's Gen 4.
Total shot in the dark. Do you at least remember the final evolutions?
No.
Dang.
No, that was a weird starter set.
It was forgettable. Sun and Moon was forgettable
But
too.
to be honest, I never kept my starters in my top 6.
Really? That's what I was
Mm-mm.
going to ask. Really?
No.
I
No,
always
I never did.
I say always. I've only played 3 Pokemon games. I always keep my starter.
I feel like that's one of the marks of a veteran. When you, no, I'm not. I'm not saying this to throw shade, Jess. It's kind of like when
Thanks,
you
man.
remember when we would hop in Overwatch matches and someone would have the default skin on, and they would just be, slapping ass the whole time. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
You get to a point to where you're not keeping the starter in your team just because it's the starter. Would you agree?
Yeah, because you're at this, the starters I feel like are just to get you going. Once you get to a certain point, you're like, you are not needed anymore. We
Yeah.
have other fish to fry.
I didn't feel like that with Infernape.
Jesse's
helped me
always loved Infernape.
wipe the floor because
He's a
since
good
the
type
dawn
combo.
of time, fire and fighting have been my go-tos.
It's the dawn of time. Yeah, Jesse does like Infernape.
Circa 2018.
No, I like
probably.
Infernape. Infernape was good.
Dude, he was great.
but
I need a plushie, Ash. I need a plushie of the line.
We'll go for it. Chimchar, Monferno, and Infernape. Yep.
When you get Monfernape and he's like ready to battle, you better watch out. You better take cover, Tim.
you know, one of my favorites in my team on Pokemon X was actually Sylveon. That's when they first introduced. I think that was the first one they introduced fairy types, if I'm not mistaken.
Sylveon was strong,
Yeah.
too. Crazy strong.
Yeah. I did try at one point to use only evolutions and try to play online against somebody, but that didn't really work out well. No.
I found them to be weak in Shining Pearl. The evolutions.
Unfortunately, Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon are the weakest.
Yeah.
Umbreon and Espeon can be pretty good. And then Sylveon's probably
was
the
a beast.
strongest.
Yeah.
You think they'll ever extend their evolution line?
I really hope not. I don't think
When did
there's
they stop? Gen 2?
no.
3?
No, there's Leafeon and Glaceon in Gen 4. Sylveon was Gen 5 or 6.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow. I had no idea.
Sylveon's been the most recent one.
Yeah. I don't really know of anything else they can do because they have one for each type. Unless they create a whole nother type.
Well, there's not a
Dragon.
dragon type or a ghost type
But
Poison?
or a ground type.
Is there a poison type?
Not a poison type. No.
See, they're gonna. Next gen.
Some of them are too similar though. And a lot of those, some of those can learn moves for like other kinds of types.
Yeah.
So,
I wouldn't put it past them.
I mean, that'd be kind of weird to see like a evolution with a little tiny wings,
What for?
like just like as a dragon kind of thing.
Oh.
Oh, there's no flying type either.
Yeah.
See, there's plenty of types they can get to.
Call it Wingeon.
Flyon. Saurion. I bet it's going to be Saurion.
Saurion. Yeah.
That sounds more
I see what you
Pokemon.
did there. Spelled Soareon.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Thanksgiving's fun.
What about your traditions, Jess?
Again, it's the Macy's Day Parade. It's waiting for everybody to show up. I'm cooking a little bit this year. Golf cart football is going to be a thing.
Let's back up.
Sure.
What are you cooking?
What am I cooking? This year I am cooking, I did it last year also, brown sugar cinnamon carrots.
Ooh.
Baked carrots with like a glaze on top.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. It was all the rage last year. So I'm going to try to bring that back.
I don't think I ate them last year.
Yeah, that's about right.
I'll try them this year though.
I raged about them.
I'll try them this year. I always go for like the same 3 sides, and I never
Really?
go off of it. So I need a
I'm a big sides guy.
Is there that one side that you just...
green bean casserole.
I'm not saying what mine is.
Okay, mine is broccoli and rice casserole. I think we talked about this last year. I cannot wait for the broccoli and rice casserole.
Why aren't you saying yours?
Because we talked about it last year.
I've already forgotten.
It's no surprise.
Was it his casserole also?
Yeah, I think his is corn casserole.
Corn casserole? Did I give you a hard time
You
about that
son
last
of
year?
a bitch. You
What did
don't
I
even-
say?
You don't even remember the turmoil that you put me through.
What did I say, Tim?
I
You
don't
said
remember.
you went around the room. You said, "Let's talk about our favorite foods." What do you look forward to the most? I was the first person to go. I said corn casserole. You said, "Okay," and then you say green bean casserole, and Ashton's like, "Oh yeah," and then you say a freaking casserole, and you get applause from this guy. Left in the dust.
I didn't give you shade for corn casserole.
No, you didn't. You did.
I think you're engraved in his head about the corn casserole.
Dude, it was huge. For weeks we talked about this. Go back. You're going to listen to the podcast this past week.
I'm confused. I mean, you saying that just now didn't elicit any kind of negative.
listen back.
Hmm.
Scarred.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. All right.
I think you said corn casserole.
Yes, that's right. It then says something like, "Okay."
And then Tim said green bean casserole.
You went, yeah. Oh, that's good. I can't wait for you to listen back. You're gonna hear it.
We need to figure out a way to like cut this into the episode.
Oh, we will. I'll do that. I'm pretty sure you said something along the lines of, "Tim, please try to redeem us with what's your favorite food you're looking forward to."
Oh,
That does sound like something I'd say.
I don't remember that.
Timestamp that.
I think Jesse has this in his head already from last
Dude,
year. He's been.
It's the one thing I guess I remember that you two don't, but we talked about it for weeks after this.
The man doesn't forget slights to his character.
That's a good point. You don't remember this? Are you serious?
I don't remember him saying redeem us or.
I might have exaggerated that, but it seems like something he would say.
I've never had a broccoli and rice casserole for Thanksgiving.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Who looks forward to that?
Oh, this couch is putting me to sleep.
Well, listen, you got to get used to it because I don't think we're going anywhere.
I do get used to it.
Not that way.
Huh?
Why don't you start drinking more? Start drinking more.
Start drinking more.
Yeah, you only drink one is going to put you to sleep. That's when you got to power through and get a second. That's what I'm doing right now. And as the listeners can tell, it's starting to slap.
It feels so late.
Yeah, but it's not.
I know. So, Thanksgiving morning, are you usually at your parents'?
Mm-mm.
Like you don't go over there on the morning time?
I might.
Do you cook over there too? Like
No,
no.
because my mom's got 50 things cooking
Yeah.
over there. You know what I'm really looking forward to? Honey baked ham.
You know, I like ham more than turkey,
Me too.
but
Nope, there's a but.
it has to be a certain ham because
What about the honey baked ham from Honey Baked Ham?
no, that one's good. But like when you add pineapples, like people put pineapples on their
We don't do the pineapples.
on their hams and stuff, and
Yeah, we don't do
It
that.
don't no.
No, I just like I don't think they put anything else in it on the sides. Sometimes carrots, maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like people.
But also, if you overcook a ham and it's too dry,
yeah.
but that also, listen,
Hmm.
what I would kill for having another turkey leg from Orlando when we had them at
Yeah.
the parks. If we had
Dude,
those,
why don't you cook some?
if we had those kind of turkey legs,
That's what you should contribute.
I've never cooked a turkey.
Figure it out. You cook everything else.
I don't cook.
You're a master on the grill. Remember, it's your oasis.
Yeah, but that's different.
No, it's not.
Cooking and grilling are two different things.
No, you've also cooked breakfast for us when you're like, I don't know how it's going to turn out. And it was delicious. You doubt yourself. Dude, you should experiment.
But that's easy.
Cooking a turkey leg seems easy.
What's that thing on How I Met Your Mother where they cook like a turkey inside of a
That's a turkey key.
turkey? What is it?
It's a turkey inside of another turkey.
Is it?
Yeah. He calls it a turkey key. He says it like 8 times throughout the whole episode. You should try some turkey legs.
We'll see. Probably.
When you grow up, how are you going to handle Thanksgiving? Are we going to continue it as the kids?
Oh, should we talk about this for our future when we won't have any adults?
We're going to have to.
So we're going to have to figure out whose house is hosting every year. What is going on right now?
Dinner?
Why is there Tupperware and a bowl?
That's my Tupperware from last week that I forgot to take home.
Jess, I'm surprised you're approving this.
What?
Him eating on air.
It might be a problem.
I won't make noise.
So let's get into our plans while he's catching up on dinner.
Ash, we're going to get into what Thanksgiving's going to be like after our parents are gone.
Stop. Don't say that.
I don't like that.
Why don't you just say when they stop hosting?
Are they ever?
And you're really talking about my parents.
No.
Yeah, what do
Because
we do Thanksgiving?
all of our parents cook everything.
I know, but hosting.
Oh. Hosting, you can host. You're always a host.
Yeah, but my house isn't big enough for the amount of people.
You
that
won't
come.
be here when you start hosting.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. You
All
always
right.
say this is a starter home.
I don't. Have I said that?
Yes.
All right, you're probably right.
You say you don't want to live in McDonough forever. Those were your words.
That's true, but what's okay? Let's not do this. Let's not do this. What is the plan? Are you gonna host?
I don't know where I'm going to live.
You may have a bigger home than me.
Doubtful.
You may have a bigger home than me. You may have to, you may have to move the mic a little further back.
Jesse's probably dying inside a little bit.
Well, I don't have the headphones in right. I should probably put the headphones in. You continue.
So I don't know how like realistic this is like yearly, but I know certain people, like when they have a big group of people and they don't have anywhere to host, they'll rent like a Airbnb and just host Thanksgiving at that house.
Hey, we don't need to do that. We'll figure it out. I've never heard of that before. People do that? Who do you know? Who do you know that does that?
People at work. When you have like 30 or 40 people, some people don't have a big enough house for like 20 people.
I have never.
Because if you think,
Well, then you don't host.
But
So-
then if you think about it, like if everybody's pitching in, it's not going to cost that much.
yeah, but I guess.
I mean, realistically,
I've never heard
if
of
you
it.
have like 5 families and everybody's house is too small, then you can't do it anywhere.
All right. I mean, I'm just saying I've never heard it,
Mm.
but I don't think we're ever going to have that issue. We just stop inviting the amount of people that we invite.
Oh, please. People are always going to be around.
I want to spend a Thanksgiving with Ashton at some point in my life.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't think so either.
Why do you think that?
Because you're never going to give up your family Thanksgiving for...
And you are a tradition guy through and through.
Mm-hmm.
These are good points.
Yeah, continue with your pasta. Is it good?
It slaps ass.
Thanks, man. So, I think you should. Here's what the deal can be.
The deal.
I will host.
Are we dealing?
I will host. You will cook
You want me to cook every single thing?
everything possible.
No.
I'm giving you a roof over your head, Tim.
No.
Well, no deal.
That's fine. Listen, the women are just going to have to cook.
Ashton wanted no part of that.
Listen, it's not I do want to learn how to cook corn casserole, green bean casserole, which
know-
really isn't that much of. I could probably wing green bean casserole. It's only a couple things in it.
You know what I'm gonna miss is the breadcrumb. No, the pound cake. Wait, didn't your mom make that last year?
No,
I think your mom might have made
Jasmine.
it last year. Jasmine?
Jasmine.
I feel like I had it last year.
Remember, Jasmine made the pound cake and Marty
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
You're talking about the crumb cake that Miss B used
Crumb
to make.
cake. Yeah, it sucks. They're gone.
Yeah.
Jasmine makes good cakes.
Oh, she's I mean, conservatively the best baker in the family.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean that as a nope. I take that back. Your mom's sugar cookies are to die for. I completely take that back. I cannot wait.
All right, let's plant a flag.
It's sugar cookie season, fellas.
Let's plant a flag here.
Continue.
I've got a gripe.
You
to
got.
bring up.
I know what you were gonna say.
A gripe.
Hey, this isn't no fault to anybody else.
But who?
Not even you. It's kind of you though.
So do you remember last year your mother made all the cookies
Yeah.
and then you guys brought them,
Yeah.
You didn't come.
but it was during the week that I was sick.
With
you and
Navarro. Yeah. We
We had
And
a
then when I got back, there were no cookies.
We had a taste test and everything. We were passing around the bags on the table. Do you remember that?
And in the episode, you said that there would be cookies for me.
I thought there would be cookies here.
And then I came back the next week, and you both were like, yeah, sorry, there
I
are no
make
cookies.
no apologies for eating every single sugar cookie in my path.
Well, get bent,
Fine.
because I didn't get any.
I'm fine.
I'm gonna help her. Her hands are really bad.
You
so
said
she
that the
can't-
past couple of years. You need to actually do it.
I wasn't living with her last year.
No, you said it last year.
I was literally. I said when I move
You
in.
said it. No, you
I
said
said
it.
when I move in.
Okay, listen back again. I'm going to cut this in also.
You could
You're
cut this in.
screwed.
You could cut this in
You're
too.
screwed.
Jesse's memory's bad. He won't remember.
My memory's flawless.
But yeah, because she won't cook as many this year. But maybe if I help her, she'll cook as much. Because she says she won't do as many.
Again, you said that last year also.
She didn't do as many last year.
We got 2 bags each last year of cookies.
I don't think
Obviously not enough.
I don't think you're thinking of the right year.
You are crazy, dude. We have it on on hard drives. We had this exact conversation last year. I had plenty. I felt good about it. If that's what she means,
You did have plenty.
If that's what she means by she's cooking less, I'm fine with that.
Well, don't expect a lot this year. Ash, I'll save some for you though.
I'm pretty sure he said the exact those words last year.
I'll save some for you. I'll give less to Jesse and more to you.
I don't care. She gives them to me now.
She won't give.
I
them
don't
to
need a middleman anymore. I know how to find her. And Joanne, if you're listening, and we know that you are, I'm looking forward to it.
I like her gingerbread cookies and anisette cookies. And the peanut butter cookies. Over the years I've gone away from just sugar cookies to like a mixture of all of them.
You have a matured palate, is what
Yeah.
you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm content.
You should really try the gingerbread cookies though.
I try every one of them. I eat it. I eat every one but the anisette. I'm not a licorice
I've
guy.
grown to like those.
Yeah, I don't do them. The ones with the Hershey Kiss in the middle
Mm-hmm.
sneak up on me on how good they are.
Mm-hmm.
Every year I eat the sugar cookies first, and I'm
Mhm.
like, man, I guess I'm going to move on. And then they blow my balls off. Clean off. I haven't found them
Do you
in a year.
eat her pumpkin roll
No.
for Thanksgiving?
I haven't. No.
Have you ever tried it?
No.
Mm.
A pumpkin roll.
Yeah. Ash, I'll save you a piece.
Man, you get.
If you need any help, just let me know.
She makes a damn good pumpkin roll.
Sign me up.
Actually, I can give it to you on the Black Friday podcast.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah. So that's all I got for the desserts.
All right, so we got rid of that one flag. Didn't we plant a second flag?
Ashton wanted to plant a flag on the YouTube video.
You wanted to shout out some people. Yeah,
Shout out.
that's making a lot of noise, by the way. Oh, easy.
It won't go through.
Easy on the investment.
You're going to sell that thing one day?
Maybe my children. Maybe my children.
I'm going to be honest. We got a new YouTube subscriber last week, but I failed to write her name down.
It's Jeanette
No,
Chum.
it was
Boozy
not
car.
Jeanette.
Are you
It
sure?
was not Jeanette Booty Car.
Chumbuzicar. I didn't say that. I didn't. It's.
Do we have a way to look it up? Are you
You
signed
do.
in on the?
Mm-mm.
No,
Which muscle car is that? He has 3 of them out there.
I don't know. I thought it was the post office for a second, but that's much
That's a
too
beefy
loud.
post office. I don't know what that is. It's Jeanette. It's Janice. I don't know. Something's rattling on that and it's making a crap ton of noise. There you go. Thank you. I think it's the tightener. I think it's loose so it rattles a lot.
I'm back, baby.
That pasta treat you right?
It's good. Good pasta. All right. So speaking of doing alternative things for the holidays. We've got a movie review next week.
It's next week.
Tim, you look befuddled. Yes, it's next week.
We talked about this an hour ago.
I thought we said the first podcast of December. That's next week?
It's technically a week before December, but for all of us to see our movies.
We were each going to have a pick, and then the last week before Christmas, we were going to do a group pick.
Oh, right.
So, wait, I'm wrong. You have until the 1st to watch it. Tim's right.
Interesting.
So it's not next week. On the horizon, though, folks,
Okay.
we will be doing holiday movie reviews.
They're back
How has it
by
been?
popular demand.
Literally a year since we've reviewed a movie.
It's been a year.
No, we didn't stop at Christmas, did we?
What movie did we review this year?
Oh, don't ask me that.
We had this bright
Let us
idea.
know in the comments what was the last movie we reviewed.
We had this bright idea that we were going to review Lord of the Rings
at
and
the
do
first of the year.
one per month.
You're right. You're totally right.
None of that happened. So this will be the first movie review in about a year.
Yeah. And if we like it, maybe it'll continue. Maybe it won't.
Yeah.
We'll leave that up to you, the listener, to decide.
I would like to get one comment. Alicia, stop texting us and comment on our YouTube video.
Damn it.
Our Christmas movie is starting with...
Christmas with the Cranks,
That's right.
starring Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis.
I didn't realize that was her. Which turns out to be my parents and Tim's parents, probably top 2, top 3 Christmas movies. They love it.
Is that true?
That
Yeah.
wasn't Jamie Lee Curtis.
I think it is.
Look it up.
Now, did you look this up or you're going off memory?
I'm going off memory.
Okay. She looks exactly like Jamie Lee Curtis. It's her. She's just got weird hair, so you don't think it's actually her.
Actually, it's not Jamie Lee Curtis.
Are you sure?
Who is it?
It's definitely not Jamie
It
Lee.
looks just like her.
I don't think so.
It does.
I'm putting my money on Jamie Lee Curtis.
I think that might be wrong, though.
Ash, I think you're right.
You're right.
Hey, baby!
Whoa! What a time. Man, that was a home run swing right there. How about them Rangers, right?
I've seen that movie a few times.
The more you know.
So that'll be the first movie. How did I end up? I think it's because I knew which movie I wanted to watch, right?
Yes.
How I ended up first. So, boys, go ahead and be thinking about yours.
I'm struggling already.
Listen, it can't be Rick Steve's Christmas in Europe.
So I did start making a Christmas movie playlist for the year. Movies I have to see.
What did we watch last year? We watched Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh.
That was my pick.
What was Tim's?
8-Bit Christmas.
8-Bit Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, we need to watch that one.
That's on my list. You should pick that again.
I'm struggling. I want to pick something that we haven't seen to make it better.
What I'm excited about, fellas, is next weekend, Saturday night, my Christmas season is getting kicked off by going to see Home Alone at the Symphony.
He's a city man.
I'm a city man. I'm
This is
cultured.
This is the second symphony he's attended
know.
this year.
Yes. Yes. The
No,
Symphony
actually, it's
has
the
been good
third.
to me.
Didn't you go to one in May?
No, I think that was previous. I don't think it was this year. If it was this year, it was in like February. It was a long time.
I hope you build the Home Alone house after that night. I hope you get it.
Why don't you get it for me?
It's too expensive for my blood.
Too expensive. You have $500 shoes on.
That's the old me.
I don't want to hear
Yeah,
it.
the old him.
This is the new and improved. No more buying expensive shoes.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this man needs a second window.
Just for the
I know.
record, though,
He's starting to slouch.
Hey, let's sit up straight over there.
He's starting to smack his mouth a little bit
expensive
too much.
shoes is not $200. So that's the Jordan price limit. But anything over that,
Yeah, and also only buying 3 shoes
All
this
I'm
year.
hearing is the voice on Charlie Brown
Mhm.
on the phone. Womp, 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 womp,
Wow,
womp.
wow, wow.
yeah, that's probably right. I'll probably change my mind in 3 days.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
This man's had one seltzer, and he's already slouching in his chair over here. Hey, can I have a seltzer?
Yeah.
What a guy.
I think there's
I want to put it back on the stand.
I think there's a passion fruit, a pineapple, and a mango left.
There's also a winter lager for me. What are you thinking?
What do I choose?
What were the options? I'm going to take a guess at what he's going to pick.
Passion fruit, pineapple, and I think a mango.
No. I'll get it. I'm going to guess he is going to pick mango. That's what I'm thinking, because he's always tried. He's already tried. I take that back.
Which one
right
is it?
away. Passion fruit. I've been wrong twice. Let me grab my winter lager.
I thought there was a mango. Was there a pineapple? Interesting.
Where'd it go? You think he drank it last weekend?
Tangerine.
Mm.
I just keep on wishing that the money made you stay.
It's Post Malone. He's been on a really big Post Malone / Khalid kick for the new albums. Well, the newest
They're not
Khalid album.
new albums, but yeah.
But the older Post Malone album, just, beer bongs and Bentleys. Yeah, he knows it. What made you try those albums? Or at least the beer bongs and Bentleys?
Look at this pour.
It does look good over there.
Man.
So I know that you don't use Apple Music, Tim, but Apple's got this Discover station, and they kind of throw songs that you don't listen to based off of what you do listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And there are Post Malone songs I've listened to in the past, so it was recommending ones that I haven't heard. So it did like Paranoid. What is it? Young and Rich, or what's the third song on Beer Bongs and Bentley? Something like that. But I liked both of those, so I'm like, man, I'm going to listen to this whole thing. Then I sent it to Tim. He's like, oh, man, that whole album is a vibe.
He's got to listen to it from start to finish.
Yeah, I have several times this week.
It's a good one.
2018 is when that came out.
Man, I remember when it came out. It was right before I started Dollar General. I was living at the house with everybody. I had it on repeat all the time.
What did your 2018 look like?
I'm going to be honest, like 2015 to 18, it's like this gap. I don't know why. I'm sure there was some good stuff in there. I graduated college at some point in there. But, yeah.
So you're saying your good times picked up once we started hanging out again?
That is very correct.
That's what you want to hear, Tim.
So that's all I've got to say.
Yeah. What else we got?
I think we lived at the house the whole year of 2018 and a little bit of 2019. Or was it earlier than 2018? I don't remember.
For some reason, I don't know. I'm not even going to pretend like I know.
I think
I think
lived
17.
I think we lived together
September
in
of
2017.
2017, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And then all of 2018.
Yes, because pretty sure it was September, because I started UPS May of 2017, March to May. We moved in September, and then November I started driving of 2017. So it's about that time.
Yeah, because we...
Total shot in the dark there.
No, I agree. I think so.
that's present.
Don't make fun of my note taking.
I like it.
What was it?
I dropped in the college football rankings.
Oh.
The current rankings.
Did you not see me and Ashton's conversations in the notes a couple nights ago?
This man looks like he's ready for bed.
Hysterical.
In the notes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you missed it all.
Because he doesn't look at the notes. He doesn't like to have fun and participate.
Do you not get notifications?
Mm-mm. I don't even remember that I have a notes tab
What a line.
until you guys say something.
Why do
about
we
it.
even keep him shared on this?
I don't know.
I want to hear about Jesse's altercation at work.
Which one?
Oh, there's multiple. Start wherever you'd like.
I'm trying to remember.
Just
which
get
ones.
comfortable. Start where you'd like. Where's my
So-
seltzer?
I felt like as it was happening, I was feeling like you at the office and being like, this is going to be nice to talk about on the show.
Yeah.
So every Monday, I know this is probably going to be super mundane. It's probably not even going to be entertaining, but I thought it was funny. Every Monday, the route that I run has a different truck on the route. Tuesday through Friday, it's a certain driver's truck. But on Monday, his route isn't in, so it's on my route. So I run the route. Every Tuesday, he comes in and finds an issue with the truck and then comes to track me down with the issue.
Give us an example.
So the first issue was okay, the key was missing. So we have key fobs. Every truck has a key fob button. I mean, you're falling asleep, dude.
I'm
You
not.
good?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So every truck has a key fob. So sometimes, like when we park the truck, when we get in the building, we leave the key fob in the cup holder. At night, there's like 6 people on a team that put the trucks exactly where they need to go. And they grab the key fobs. Sometimes they forget that they're holding them, so they'll disappear. It happens. Following Tuesday, the guy came in and found me and said, hey, where's the key fob for the truck? I don't know where it is. I said, dude, I don't know. And he was like, where's the key fob? You need to find it. I ended up doing the work, tracking it down, giving it back to him. The following week, someone used the truck on Saturday and peed in a pee bottle and left it in the truck, in the back of the truck. So he finds me. I run the route on Monday, didn't see it apparently. He finds me on Tuesday and says, hey, you peed in my truck. Why'd you do that? And you left the pee bottle. I said, dude, I don't pee in a truck. I don't know what you're talking about. Find something. So, and normally me and this guy are cool. He's a very nice guy, but like it's like they've been passive aggressive trying to find me. This past week on Tuesday, he comes to me aggressively and said, why didn't you fill up my truck on Monday night with gas? The truck had 75% full tank of gas. It had over 200 miles of range left to go. It says it on our dashboard. I said, dude, do you need more than 200 miles of gas in your truck? And I finally, I had enough, And, when you guys told me next time I need to be aggressive with the lady with the pickups, I was like, let me try this out. And I was already in a bad mood on that Tuesday morning with, stuff that's been going on. And I went back at him. I said, dude, I don't know what the heck you want me to do. Like, there's 75%. I had somewhere to be Monday after work. I was like, I parked the truck and left. And he went at me and got in the truck and started yelling at me. So I started cursing back at this guy who we're normally friends and we're cool with. I was like, dude, you don't drive. No one drives more than 200 miles in a day. It doesn't matter. You had plenty of gas. So he flipped out and then left the truck. I mean, we fought for 5 minutes. The dude screaming at me. I heard him coming up on the truck already yelling man, there's no gas in my truck. What is going on? And then he sees me in the truck and stops and is starting an altercation with me. So then he just leaves. So then the following day, Wednesday morning, he comes back to me. He goes, listen, man, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. He started trying to apologize with me. But dude, I was still so freaking angry at this guy. I started cursing at this guy. I was
On Wednesday?
On Tuesday.
Okay.
By Wednesday, I was like, I was still in that, mood through this week. And I was like, I didn't even really say much to him. I was like, man, it's all good, whatever. Fist bumped him and he left. But Monday, dude, it's the first time I like screamed and like started cursing at another driver. I've never done that before. I just like had enough of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the whole altercation.
You guys have to fill up your own cars, your own trucks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but we do.
So, like, just at a gas station?
We have at the building, there's a gas pumps.
Oh.
Which, I mean, you can at the end of the night, but if you still have 75% gas, I'm not going to sit outside in line to wait to fill up the gas truck. You can run 2 days on a full tank of gas, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
And one of his issues was when he went back on Tuesday morning, or on Wednesday morning, he was like, man, I got back to the building after he's apologizing to me. And he's like, man, I got back to the building with only a quarter tank of gas left.
How long has this man been driving?
Like 20-something years.
This is news to him?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I told him, I was like, dude, every Monday I have a new truck. I don't go tracking down. If there's gas with 30%, I don't go track down who drove the truck last week and bitch to them about it. And he got so freaking angry. He went and told one of the supervisors. And then we have a morning meeting every morning. And at the end of the meeting, in passing, they were like, oh, yeah, and everybody needs to fill up their truck at the end of every night. And like, I just was like so freaking ticked at this guy.
Did you cut daggers at him when they said something? No,
I avoid them. So in the morning, I have like my headphones in with the noise canceling on. And just like, everybody sees me. I'm very angry in the morning at work.
You're angry?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
I just always get screwed over somehow at work every morning. And plus, it's like the morning where like you see the truck, you have 180 stops, you don't know how the day is going to go. I'm annoyed, all that crap. So that on Wednesday morning, that's how I was. Apparently he was actually trying to follow me to my truck to apologize to me, but I had my headphones in, so I didn't hear him. So apparently he like walked with me all the way to the truck. And then I got in the truck, turned around, and saw he was there.
Were you gearing up when you saw him? Like, oh, here we go
I got
again?
a little revved up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I thought he was going to still go at me, but he actually apologized. So, like, we're cool now. It's fine. But
Until next Monday or Tuesday?
I told the dispatcher, don't give me his truck again. There's like 50 trucks on the lot on Monday morning that aren't being used. I told him, don't give me that truck again. So that was it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Bill.
Get bent, Bill.
Yeah, that was my annoying altercation. I thought there was something else going on at work.
Did you see that crazy lady on Monday?
I haven't seen her since the last time we talked about it on the podcast, actually.
Business must be slow.
Yeah. I haven't had to deal with her nonsense yet.
Well, a very special lady in my office turned 53 yesterday.
Tina?
Teresa.
I get it wrong every time.
And so she walked into our office yesterday afternoon. And she had told us throughout the day what her plans were. She was going to go home, take about an hour and a half nap, and then meet her friends at her favorite bar.
Oh, this is the lady from last week you talked
on
about.
a Thursday night. It's her birthday, though. So she's like, yeah, I'll probably get home about 2 o'clock, get to bed about 2 o'clock. Then she has to be at work at 7:30.
Does it make you feel old when you're like talking to this 50-year-old woman and you're like
Teresa, I need my 7 hours.
There's several things going through my head. I told Nathan today, I said, I think Teresa operates better on 3 to 4 hours of sleep than I do on 8.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, yeah, I feel that. Also, I told Noah, who's in the office, Teresa's got 3 men right now. She had a man, she comes into the office yesterday. She says, y'all are not going to believe the message I got on Facebook. I said, well, Teresa, what's going on? She said, so-and-so from high school that I went to high school with. All right, so we're talking about someone from 35 years ago. This man spawns in her messages on Facebook and has this one-liner of something like, Teresa looking squeaky clean like a peach, something, but I really would like to shake your tree.
Peaches are very fuzzy. It's not squeaky clean. Poor writing.
Shaking the peach tree.
I'm glad Tim called the emotional impact of that statement. So it's like, Teresa, we're introducing a fourth man into the picture here. She's like, I don't know what to say. It made me laugh. I said, well, just message him back and say, that was hilarious. You really got me good on that one. So I left the room and went to where Noah's at. It's like, no, I think Teresa gets more action in a week than I've gotten in the last year. He said, oh, yeah, no, for sure.
Hey, thanks, Noah. Thanks for agreeing.
He was agreeing with me.
You know, speaking of like getting 3 or 4 hours of sleep on like a work night, like I do feel that sometimes though. Like when I stay up, like at like if I'm up till like 12 o'clock and then I wake up at 4, sometimes I don't feel as bad as I would.
What
Like-
causes you to stay up that late?
Like sometimes like
RuneScape.
like when Hannah would, like back when I'm in the apartment, when she would come visit, we would just be up till like 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then I would get up at work at 4:30, and I wouldn't feel as bad.
I know exactly what you mean, though.
Like you don't feel like you think you would. I don't know
It's because you took a nap.
exactly.
I'll stay up like on Monday Night Football. Most of the time I'll stay up till the game's over, which is like 11:30, and then I'll wake up at 5:30, and I feel like okay. But like if I sleep in till 7, I feel like trash.
Yeah,
Mm.
Isn't that weird?
that's how I felt this morning. I slept till 8:45, and I felt like trash
And I just got up, made some coffee, and got behind the computer.
until I came here.
I called him at 3 o'clock when I'm clocking out. He was like, "Oh, I'm about to hit my 6 hours refresh. I need to log out."
Yeah, they log you off in 6 hours. It's annoying. They say you're spending too much time behind the screen. Why don't you
Go outside.
get off?
Why don't you go record a podcast? What do you say?
I'm like, don't tell me my limit. I'm paying you guys yearly for this.
There you go.
Right. I'm paying you.
That's right.
Oh, man.
I was telling Jesse I was playing for 6 hours and I only leveled up 2.5 times.
What does that mean?
It means it's shit. It's absolute god awful slow.
Mm.
It's like training some stuff you can get like 300 to 400k XP an hour, and in mining I'm getting 29,000 XP an hour.
Why?
So certain skills, as long as you have like the GP, you can just buy really fast training methods. Like if you're willing to spend the cash, you can get it in like a week or two.
Mm.
But some skills are gathering skills, so you have to like get the resources training it. Like you can't just buy stuff, you have to train.
Mm.
If that makes sense, kind of. Like GP won't help you here. You got to do the grind.
How's your pet doing?
So recently, actually today, I figured out that if you use different ores on him, he'll change colors. So he's like just like a rock color, but I used some coal on him today, so now he's all black.
Ooh.
Yeah. And if you use like rune ore on him, he'll turn blue. Gold, he'll turn gold. So I was like, okay,
Nice.
yeah, switch it up a little on the cosmetics, you know.
Yeah.
That's all games are. As long as you got the cosmetics, you're good. Who cares of how good you are? As long as you look good.
What does Dan say? Skins equals wins?
Yeah. Skins equals wins, baby.
Oh, man.
All
right, here he comes. Shh.
Oh yeah. Overwatch 2, am I right? No. But that on the skin mark. Skins was that Mercy skin that I sent you guys? Was that old or was that new this year?
It was from Halloween. Yeah, it's new this year.
Oh. I do like that. So you're saying on Overwatch 2, you have to buy every single skin that comes out.
Yes.
There's no loot system. So if you were to get that Mercy skin, you could buy that though.
Yes. Between $25 and $30.
I don't understand their.
Unless they put it in the season pass. But the season pass is $30.
Which you have to pay for.
Yeah, I don't understand that game. Either way, it's going great. Jess, I changed the color of my pet today. I used
I didn't know you can do that.
Yeah, remember I said if you use different.
There's themes to the pet.
So whatever, you can change his color by what ores you use on him.
Oh.
So if you want him to be green, you use adamant ore on him, and it'll change colors.
That's so dirty.
I used coal on him today, and he turned all black.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
I am upset. More than I thought I would have been by that comment. What's it like? What's...
I'm waiting on you to tell me that you got a beaver.
What's that, woodcutting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to get it. There's no way. I will put money on it.
I really hope it's like a holiday miracle. You get it like on near Thanksgiving.
Listen, like you said, there's 290 days left. I will put money on the fact that I won't have a pet by the end of this.
At all.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
I disagree.
Why?
Because you're saying you won't, I'm saying you will. That way we're disagreeing. Because, I mean, you're going to get at least like 5 or 6 more 99s. You're bound to get something.
5 or 6? How much time do you think I have?
You have 290 more days. You've already gotten almost 3.
The easiest ones in the game. They only take longer. There's no way.
That's not true. There's a couple more easy ones. You just got to have the...
the scuttle. I'm assuming I'm going to have no more than 6 total.
Well, then if you only are going to limit yourself to 6, you're going to lose because I plan on having 12.
Well,
saving the easy ones for the end.
yeah, see, that's the problem. I'm doing the easy ones first.
I think you can easily knock out, when you get construction, you can knock out smithing.
I'm not getting back into a money one.
You can knock out magic's really quick. Range is quick.
How is magic quick? With
magic?
High Elk?
Okay, so magic and range are quick.
If we do this now, we're going to wait until the update.
Well, I'm not giving you an update. I'm just telling you how to do faster things.
Okay. You know I'm going to forget.
He's going to forget, but I'm going to tell him anyway. So, along the lines of questing, when you hit a certain quest called Monkey Madness Part 2, when you complete that quest, right, you can get this area unlock after completing Monkey Madness Part 2. And there is this cave that you can go in, and there's like these little tiny creatures, and there's like hundreds of them. And the good thing is it's multi, so they can all attack you at once. So you attack an area, they all come at you, and then you just train like splash area damage with magic, and you'll get like tens of thousands XP at one time. And you can do that, and you could probably rack in like 400,000 or 500,000 XP in a day. Like,
now we're talking.
Like, yeah, like it's a lot.
I get that in an hour with carpentry, though. Oh my god.
He said it again. The man's been training this skill for like the past month and a half, and he keeps calling it carpentry. You think he would know?
It doesn't say it, to be fair, in the game. It's just a logo.
It says construction.
Yeah, but not under it.
Nothing says anything under it. You got to
That's what I'm
hover
saying.
over
so
it.
it's easily confusable.
He's Carpenter Corral. That's why I keep saying that.
It's close
But
enough.
it's like he says it, but then he instantly remembers that it's not called that.
I know, but the thing is, now that it's been a thing, carpentry has been engraved in my brain.
It's
So-
like me
So now
with
it's 50-50.
color waves. After I say it, I'm like, damn it!
What are you trying to say?
Color ways.
Color ways? Oh, the shoes from last year on the podcast. I remember.
Yes.
Color waves.
That caused Tim to rub his eyes.
Colorways.
At least he's waking up a little bit.
A little bit.
You want to get into college football?
Yeah, let me go to the bathroom real quick.
Oh, what's not then? Oh, it's so hard to talk to my friends for 2 hours. Oh, how do we do this every weekend? What are you, locking a door?
Man was slouched down like a rapper in a passenger seat over
He's
there.
really trying to push you at the table to come back. That's what he's doing.
Oh, so you think this is intentional?
I think it's a play.
But he knows we can't video.
Yeah, he comes up with some stupid ideas for angles. No, I'm kidding. He said something an idea about a certain angle, and it didn't. Whether he explained it wrong or it didn't make sense in my head. But I don't think it's coming back. I agree with him about the energy, but can't do it. We got to do this for Larry.
For Larry.
Hmm?
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
You know, we had a busy week.
Dude, you're not kidding.
I felt like it was Thursday 2 days in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, because of the day after the practice. Is that what you mean?
Tuesday night practice. The next day, I felt like it was Thursday. Then we had to
And
go
it
back
wasn't.
to practice. And then it was Thursday again.
Yeah.
Threw me off pretty hardcore.
And then we're having it again in a week. Week after Thanksgiving, we have Tuesday, Wednesday practices again.
Yep.
Unless they cancel it.
I think that was more just Trey talking.
I don't think they're going.
You know, he's got a little bit of clout, so.
He's got some clout. I agree with that.
But I'm going to be honest. If we have it,
I don't mind it.
I'm not going to be upset.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Especially a practice like that, when we're that prepared. And it's just, and the music's fun to play. The songs that we are playing, it's fun. We don't have a boring song.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, Timothy. What? Timothy. Tim. Can I call you Tim?
Unwrapping his chocolate chip cookie.
He keeps moving it around the house like he's going to eat it, and I want it.
He's got to
Hey.
have like a whole bag of those at the house.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm sure he has like 15 or 20.
He's probably got to hook up somewhere.
Because Ashton's not going to want to go to Chick-fil-A every day just to get a cookie.
And what he said was he didn't go to Chick-fil-A today.
Yeah.
Where did he get the cookie from?
He's got like 15 or 20 at the house. Is that the only flavor they have? Chocolate chip?
Chocolate chip. I think so. They do a brownie and a cookie.
They do a brownie. They have good brownies.
This is unpopular opinion. I don't like their cookies.
Didn't you say you wanted that cookie?
Yeah, I still want it.
You don't like their cookies?
I don't like their cookies. It's not soft enough for how it looks. There's still a bit of crunch to it that I don't enjoy. And I also think they put like nuts in it or something. I don't think it's just straight chocolate chip.
It is.
I don't think so. I don't know.
I think they make a raisin cookie too.
Ugh.
Oatmeal raisin.
How do you feel about oatmeal raisin?
I love them.
Ugh.
You don't?
That's not a cookie. An oatmeal raisin is not a cookie.
Do you not like it because of the raisins, or do you not like oatmeal?
I wouldn't eat an oatmeal cookie. I wouldn't eat a raisin cookie. So both of them
You don't like oatmeal?
disgust me. I love oatmeal, but not a cookie. No. Oatmeal raisin is the worst cookie ever made.
I disagree.
What's the worst?
I don't like white chocolate macadamia nut cookies.
All right, I'm with you on that one. I don't like those either, but I don't think it's worse than a. I don't
do.
think it's worse. I don't. Yeah. What is a pecan sandy? Is probably just pecans. I don't like that one either. I don't like nuts in my dessert also.
Which is weird because you like nuts a lot.
I love nuts.
You do.
Cashews, pecans, walnuts,
See,
almonds.
pecans and walnuts, almonds. No,
Really?
no.
You're a cashew guy, and you're a pistachio guy.
Yeah.
You're a very much
But
pistachio.
walnuts and almonds, they have no flavor. Like they're just dry. They make my mouth dry.
I agree with you on that, but I still like them. The walnuts are good for your heart, Tim. Nope, almonds. Almonds are good for
The
your
only
heart.
way I'll eat an almond is
Supposedly.
if it's those
Blue Diamond,
the
Honey-
barbecue
the red smokehouse.
smokehouse.
Yes, you got me hooked on those,
Yeah.
dude.
Smokehouse
At
is good.
CVS, you got me hooked on those. I used to use my 10% off on that one, on the tins.
Yeah, smokehouse is good. But
Dude.
anything else?
They don't make their coconut flavor anymore. Do you remember the coconut flavor? The blue tin?
Mm.
They don't make that anymore. They do like sea salt or something. It's boring.
I haven't had the smokehouse in a while. Maybe I'll get some tomorrow.
You should. They were on clearance at Walmart, and I bought like 4 of them. So back to cookies.
There is also like is it a raspberry or a cranberry
Ugh.
cookie? I hate that too.
I don't like that either.
Which
What's it? Okay, give me top 3 cookies for you.
top 3 cookies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still talking about cookies.
Top 3 cookies.
We veered, but we came back. Number 1.
I'm gonna start. No, I want to start with 3.
Oh.
Yeah, start from the bottom.
Yeah. Let me
Wait, so
see.
you okay. Go ahead. Are you thinking like type of cookie or specific you have a top 3 cookies? Like place you get them, whatever. Or are you just saying generic?
Are we just saying?
Like you can be as specific as Oreo. Is what I'm saying. Not just say, "Oh, chocolate chip, sugar." I want to know specific. You want me to go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is going to be tough.
You sounded like you were sure.
I might say number 3 is Oreo. Double stuff. What's funny over there? What's funny over there? Getting laughter from the peanut gallery over here.
You know, sometimes I think of things that I should say to you to aggravate you,
Hey, you don't want to hurt my feelings?
but I'm not going to. Continue.
What is it? What was it?
I can't.
What was it? Was it something like, of course? It's a one-liner that's going to hurt my feelings?
I'm just going to laugh to myself.
Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
What?
I don't... Interesting. Number... I think Oreo might be number 3 because it's so consistent for me. Look, go ahead. Chime in.
How is Oreo on this man's list for top 3 cookies?
Because how consistent I eat them.
I feel like when I say mine, he's gonna change his mind.
Yeah.
But keep going.
Probably.
Keep going.
You're going to jog my memory. Number 2 is Subway's chocolate chip cookie. Don't they do Otis Spunkmeyer, or is that Zaxby's? I take that back. Zaxby's Otis Spunkmeyer chocolate chip cookie is my number 2 cookie. Prove me wrong. Ashton. And you can easily guess my number 1.
What's your number 1?
You can easily guess my number 1.
You gotta say it.
It's easily guessable. Go ahead, jog my memory. You can take a guess. I'll tell you if it's yes or no. No, number 1 is Aunt Joanne's sugar cookie.
Oh, okay.
I can't say I can't say sugar cookie without like stuttering.
Sugar cookies.
Sugar cookie. The 2 U's in a row. Wait. The sound of the U. Sugar cookie. Sugar. Shut up.
So, Tim,
Sugar cookie. No, that was good.
top 3 cookies, Tim.
So, I was still thinking, but I think I got it. So number 3 is just in general chocolate chip cookies. Number 2 is a nice peanut butter cookie from my mother. and number 1 is my mom's sugar cookies. But
You suck so hard.
What?
but
It's pretty good.
if it's not my mom's sugar cookies, then sugar cookie is not in the number 1 spot.
Very generic. It's pretty good.
I love peanut butter cookies, though. You know, Jess, I'm really surprised you don't like peanut butter cookies.
Yeah, why don't you?
I don't know.
The man said he doesn't like oatmeal cookies either, but he
Oatmeal
loves
raisin,
oatmeal.
Ashton? Put a gun in my mouth. Oatmeal
No
raisin?
one said anything about oatmeal raisin?
No, he's saying he loves oatmeal raisin
You don't
cookies.
like oatmeal raisin cookies?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
Why?
All right. I feel like I'm going to blow both of you away with mine, okay?
Do it.
Because it's a nostalgic taste, and unfortunately, it's one I can never get back.
Oh.
All right, so number 3. There is a bakery in Atlanta called Henri's.
Mm-hmm.
They have snickerdoodles
Mm.
that they're worth writing home about. Okay. Number 2 would have to be just standard Pillsbury chocolate chip. You make them in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with the miniature size and the full size. Either way. All right, number 1. Fellas, do you remember at People's, at the concession counter,
Mm-hmm.
they had Otis Spunkmeyer cookies?
Mm-hmm.
There were chocolate chip, double chocolate, and yes, triple chocolate
Mm-hmm.
cookies
Mm-hmm.
for sale. The taste of triple chocolate cookies from the concession stand, that is premium
Can I
cookie taste.
Their
in mine.
cookies slapped ass, I'll tell you that.
Take a
Yeah.
step back. My number 2 was Otis Spunkmeyer chocolate chip cookie, and I got nothing but shit from you people.
I didn't say anything,
Otis Spunkmeyer.
but I didn't say anything
I got
bad.
nothing but
No one said
laughter.
anything bad.
I got nothing but laughter and silence. Tim goes, Ashton, that's a good pick. You're number 1, Otis Spunkmeyer. I just want everybody to remember, no matter what I say, it's wrong.
False.
I'm only 2 off from chocolate chip to triple chocolate.
There's a difference, right? You're just talking about a run-in-the-mill visit to Zaxby's.
Yeah, and Pillsbury chocolate chip is not run of the mill. No one can go to a grocery store and pick that up. I literally had those last night in my own kitchen. God forbid.
Wait. Speaking of
is psychotic.
speaking of grocery stores, didn't you say something about a grocery store that you were going to tell a story about?
Yeah, it's not fine. It's fine. Now let's get back to Ashton's perfect 3 cookies. Let's talk about them.
You got a little chocolate on your.
Little schmutz.
I'm having a good time.
Oh, okay. Ash, Jesse said that he's not a fan of the Chick-fil-A chocolate chip cookie because he thinks they're not soft enough.
That's why I put it in the microwave.
But anytime I've had a cookie from Chick-fil-A, it hasn't been too tough.
Yes, they're pretty good.
Do you like their brownies?
Not as much as the cookies, but the brownies are still good. The brownies are dense.
They are. And they're like $3.
Yeah.
What other flavor cookie do they have there?
I do think they have oatmeal raisin.
That's it.
I just threw up my mouth a little bit. Cookie or brownie?
Cookie.
Oh, yeah, cookie all day.
Yeah.
Cookies are special brownies.
What? Oh. I haven't had one, so I don't know.
I thought you were.
I haven't had a special brownie.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I've had special other things.
What other kind of things?
Do we need to make a list?
Let's name them.
Oh, what were those candies called? My parents gave them to me.
While you're thinking, as I was walking to the Mexican restaurant today, there's a familiar man that takes my order over the phone. And I always get mushrooms on top of my chicken and cheese nachos. So I walked in and he said, "Oh, yes, my friend, Mushroom Man."
Were you like, why? Why me?
Yes, I'm Mushroom Man.
You must get nachos a lot.
Every
If-
week?
If he knows you. Do you like... Do you go, like, do you have an order? Like, okay, Mondays I go to Chick-fil-A, Tuesdays I go Mexican.
Actually, I typically go on Mondays to the Mexican restaurant, but I didn't this time.
I thought you were bringing your food a lot. You were trying to save money.
I am.
Oh.
I really only eat out one day a week
Oh.
for lunch. Oh, yeah?
Gummy bears.
I forgot what we were talking about.
I have a chocolate bar in my cabinet. There's a name for the Swedish fish ones, but I can't remember, and those were the ones my parents gave me. Swedish fish. Swedish fish. Yeah. It's those. I've had a cookie. I've had a cake pop. That's it. My dad just responded with the proper name. Yeah. That's it. No brownies.
Hmm.
The classic. Wouldn't have them.
Hmm.
What were we talking about?
I mean, we were still talking about cookies.
Yeah. I'm not talking about my favorite cookies anymore. He had nothing but chagrin from you two.
I don't know what he's talking about. I was fine. I didn't say nothing to him.
Yeah.
I had the second I said Oreo, you guys laughed. The second I said Otis Spunkmeyer chocolate chip, Ashton laughed. You were silent as ever. And then I said your mom's sugar cookie. Silence. Tim says number one, my mom's sugar cookie. Ashton.
I wouldn't know because I've never had one. It could be my number one.
Could be. Maybe this year.
Yeah, don't get sick next week. That's got a crunch to it.
I told you. What did I tell you? They're too crunchy.
Sounds like Lily.
That was a good episode.
That was an early episode. I need to go back and watch
Season
that.
3, maybe?
Might be earlier than that.
Really?
Oh, this is nice right here. Just
Don't get too relaxed now.
I'll lay down with you.
So, Tim, let's talk about a topic near and dear to our hearts.
Which is?
College football, baby.
college football, baby. Okay, so last week on Saturday, me, Ashton, Jesse, and our good old friend Zach
Thanks for coming, Zach. by the way.
watched some college football. We got together for the Georgia-Missouri game.
Loosely. Watch loosely.
Watch is a loose term.
Well, I watched.
I wouldn't even say that. You watched other things. You didn't
I
watch the
watched-
games.
Now, don't portray yourself as the responsible parent
No.
at this gathering.
You started far earlier than us.
Yes, but
And then he's like, the whole night.
Yeah.
I had to catch it all. Should we post some of these on our channel?
Nope.
So that people can see how we are?
Maybe we'll make a short
Oh, we could make shorts.
Let me ask you something, Jess.
flag.
Did Tim violate a bro code with his conduct
Yes.
on the... Yeah.
Enough said. Continue. Tim.
Continue, Tim.
Missouri got spanked by
I
Georgia.
mean, why would you do that?
Do what?
No, I'm kidding. Who got spanked?
Missouri got
Who's-
spanked
who's
on
uncalled
Georgia.
for? Continue.
It didn't start off good, though.
It was only like one play. They had one good play. The Washington and Oh, who did they play? No. I'm thinking of the wrong team. Ole Miss and Georgia played. Ole Miss got spanked by Georgia. Missouri and Tennessee played. Missouri beat Tennessee last week. And Washington played against
USC
USC.
152-42.
It was
Is there any defense in college football?
It's a good question.
yes.
Is defense even focused on?
Yeah. I would say only for certain programs.
Like who?
Alabama has a pretty good defense. Georgia has a decent defense, which they usually they don't put up this many points in a game. They usually have to depend on their defense.
Georgia?
Yeah.
Really? I feel like they always score kind of high.
They don't score over 50 points most games.
How much did they score this past week?
It was over 50, I thought.
52.
Yeah. Something, right? It was something
Sounds
like that. But like Ohio State, their offense is crap. They can't score more than 2 or 3 touchdowns a game. They rely on their defense. Michigan actually has a really good defense, but they also have a good offense.
Did you guys see what happened with Michigan today? They announced.
With
No.
Harbaugh, they also fired their linebacker coach.
Apparently, he knew what was going on. Once they found out that the other guy was caught, he was destroying evidence. So he got caught. Basically, what happened was the first news came out that Michigan reached a settlement. So then everybody was like, oh, wait, so Michigan, they did know what was going on. So the linebacker coach got fired. And Harbaugh is going to continue the regular season suspension, come back during playoffs. So as of right now, it's settled. Everybody's accepting the fact that somebody knew about it. He got fired. We're going to move on.
The man hopped on Google and started clearing his search history.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, a lot of the top 25 teams have a really pretty crappy defense and have a high-powered offense. Washington, North Carolina's defense sucks. They only have an offense.
Hey, we beat Duke. I was surprised we won that night.
Yeah, it went into double overtime.
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
I didn't watch it. I just saw it the next day. I remember Duke scored with 2 minutes to go or something.
It was
be
less.
up.
Yeah.
What did we come back and get a field goal or something to tie it? Drake
Yeah.
May.
Did you
Savior
see
of the Patriots?
Did you see that Mac Jones is not starting this week?
I heard he's going to be third string.
Oof.
Zappy and then whatever this other guy is, then Mac Jones.
You might
Not looking good.
You might have to retire that jersey that you got.
I'm gonna wear it with pride. Yeah, that was a rough purchase. I think I'm gonna get a Joe Burrow jersey next year. The white one, the white and black.
What's the reason?
Okay, move on.
What's the reason?
I just like him.
Oh.
I really like him. He might be he's probably my favorite NFL player to watch, I would say. Even though he did let me down this week.
How many points did you get for him?
8.
8.
8. And that's lucky because he threw a touchdown as he got hurt. I would have had 3.
Unreal. I bet
Onward
you turned
with
that
Russell
game,
Wilson.
I bet you turned that game off, didn't you?
I went to bed right away.
Nice. But going on to this week, Georgia plays Tennessee tomorrow.
In Tennessee.
In Tennessee.
At 3:30 in front of 90,000 fans.
Are you worried?
Yeah.
Listen, after last week's performance, I wouldn't be worried. We beat Missouri. Missouri beat Tennessee. We spanked Ole Miss. Now we go play Tennessee.
But we were playing at home last week.
Yeah. But we beat Missouri. Didn't we play Missouri in Missouri or no? Did they play here in Athens?
I think that we did play Missouri at home. We did. Yep.
I'm sorry, guys. I need to butt in for a sec. I texted my mom. I texted my dad. What was the name of the Swedish fish gummies?
Mhm.
He responded, Wheatus fish.
Mhm.
My mom texted me a link and said, Jesse, whoever tries this needs to try half of it first. And I have a link to this stuff.
Oh my!
It's my parents sending me links.
Got dealers on the line over there.
Apparently. Yeah.
Good people.
So did you put in the notes the playoff schedule, or is this next week's schedule?
No, that's not. That's just the playoff rankings.
Oh, okay. So did you look up this week's schedule yet? Because that's what I was just going to do.
All right, so Georgia is playing Tennessee in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State.
Is playing nobody. They're playing Michigan next week, but they're
Next
not playing.
week is the big game.
That's the game to
They're
watch.
not playing anybody tomorrow. I think they're playing like some.
They're playing Minnesota
Yeah.
tomorrow. Let's see.
Just give us some notable games, something we'd actually be interested in.
Yeah, playing Minnesota at home tomorrow.
Hey, we're ranked. Yes.
So Michigan plays Maryland in Maryland tomorrow. They'll win that. Alabama plays Chattanooga. Penn State plays Rutgers. Mississippi plays L.A. Monroe. The Tulane Green Wave plays Florida Atlantic. Oklahoma's playing BYU. Louisville's playing Miami.
Louisville snuck up in the top 10, didn't they?
15.
What?
That's wrong.
They're not 15.
That's LSU. There's the same letters or in the
Oh.
words, you know.
UNC plays Clemson.
Yeah.
That's always a big. We lost to them last year in the championship, right? The or the bowl game that they played.
They might have,
Is
but
that right?
I don't remember.
I thought Clemson wasn't ranked this year.
They're not.
We're still gonna lose.
Now, a good game tomorrow, Tim. Florida at Missouri.
That will be good.
And then Washington, number 5, plays Oregon State, number 10,
Oh, yeah, that's going to be really good.
in Oregon State.
What time is that at, like 10:30?
7:30.
Oh, wow.
Poor Georgia State's got to play LSU tomorrow.
Oof.
Heaven
Poor guys.
above.
They'll win.
Upset alert?
It's happened before.
In LSU,
Mm-hmm.
Georgia State,
Mm-hmm.
the Panthers.
Mm-hmm. Rise up. So Savannah told me if Florida State plays Georgia, she would be upset with me if I rooted for Georgia.
Why?
Because she's a Florida State fan.
Is she?
So I talked to Hannah about that, and she said, I said, I'll root for Georgia if they're playing Florida State. And she's like, but I went to Florida State. And I said, yeah, but I lived in Georgia. And she's like, fair point.
She went to Florida State?
Yeah.
Jesse doesn't seem to agree.
No, Hannah went to Florida State.
Yeah. Savannah went to like a, what do they call it?
Community college?
Like a college that's associated with it, I think. Is that how it works? I don't know.
A sister college?
We can go with that. But yeah, she said she was going to get upset with me.
What does that
I
mean?
was like, you probably wouldn't even know they were playing if I didn't tell you.
It's
She said you
It's-
would root for Florida State, right? I said, no.
it's likely now because Georgia's number 1 now,
And they're 4.
and they're 4. It's likely
And
they'll play.
My reasoning was not that I'm a Georgia fan. I want to see 3 years in a row of no losses.
Three-peat.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
3 years? That's only happened, 2 other times in college football history?
I think so.
Yeah, I
Can
think
you
there's 2 other programs.
Can we live in a world where Georgia goes 4 years in a row without losing a football game?
Well, let's get to 3 first.
Who's the competition? Let's talk about it.
Alabama, who they have to play in 2 weeks.
I'm not worried about Alabama.
To be honest, Ashton,
They've lost a game. When's the last time you remember in your recent memory that Georgia has lost a football game?
2019, 2020. I don't know.
Do you realize, since I've been married, Georgia has not lost a football game? I don't mean to say that I am a high reason for them being undefeated, but I'll accept
It's
it.
definitely not a coincidence.
And I'll accept it. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
No, I don't think they'll lose to Alabama.
I hope not.
Alabama's quarterback is not
I don't.
up to par.
I think Georgia's a better football team, but when them two get together, where are they playing?
Mercedes-Benz.
Ooh, okay, that's good. Is this during regular season or this is the SEC
SEC
championship?
SEC championship.
Dang.
I mean, like, does Georgia technically have home field advantage? Yes.
Technically,
Will
but
they?
Probably not.
It'll be
Are we
going
gonna
to
get together?
Huh?
Are we gonna get together?
Of course.
Of course.
Okay. Let's backpedal. You say that. Are we actually going to?
We
You
have
didn't
nowhere
even
to-
look at the dates. You didn't look at the time.
It's always on a Saturday.
We
I
have
know
nowhere
that,
to be.
but sometimes there's places some people are.
Are you talking about you?
No.
I have nowhere to be.
You know I'm always here on a Saturday anyway.
I know. Some of us aren't. Look, I saw that. Wait, what day is it?
2 weeks from tomorrow.
It's like December 2nd or... Yeah, because
If
December
it's the
1st...
second, it's the weekend before.
December 1st is a Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So December 2nd.
What time?
Probably 7:30.
That kind of primetime game,
That's what I'm saying. Are you gonna stay that late for the game?
Prime time.
Let me tell you. It'll be at 4 o'clock.
Okay, we can do that, right? Are we gonna go ahead and make plans?
I'll be in bed by 9.
4 o'clock, December 2nd. Georgia,
Celebrating.
Alabama.
With hot wings?
Georgia is predicted to lose.
I don't like that.
It's in the ATL, baby. It doesn't sound like a lot. It says building capacity 75,000. That doesn't seem like a...
That is kind of low.
Yeah.
College stadiums are nuts, man. 80, 90, 100,000 people.
That Penn State game, when they played Ohio, there was 110,000 people.
Yeah. I can't even imagine.
Georgia, Alabama.
It's crazy. It's already settled.
You know how insane it is to not lose a game for 2+ calendar years?
Yeah.
Some people on that team don't know how to lose.
Kirby Smart is sleeping on a bed of money.
You know what's even crazier? Is some of the Georgia players got drafted to the Eagles, and then they went straight from the winning
To winning a Super Bowl?
from winning
is that what you're saying?
well, they went from a championship at Georgia to going to the Super Bowl. They did lose last year,
Oh, yeah.
but now they're about to go to they're probably going to go to another Super Bowl. So you're going from championships in college to straight Super Bowls. You don't really even know how to lose. Like, yeah, you lost the Super Bowl, but you made it to the Super Bowl.
You know if the Eagles and Chiefs met again, I think Eagles would beat them.
They are meeting this week.
I meant Super Bowl.
Oh, in the Super Bowl.
I'm picking the Eagles this week.
In the current climate, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll get on that.
But speaking of a bet of money, did you guys see Texas A&M bought out Jimbo Fisher so they could let him go? Did you see how much it cost to let him go?
Ooh.
Didn't he have like a 2 or 3 year contract?
Yeah, they bought him out so he could get
Yeah, but how much
fired.
was it?
They had to pay him $75 million
Good for him.
to fire him.
This shows you how much money is in college football.
He is the highest paid coach in the history of getting fired, like the payout,
Imagine having $75 million
and saying, we got to let you go.
and your name's Jimbo.
They literally said, we're going to fire you, but here's $75 million. I would never come back to work. I would not. I hope he doesn't even try to come back.
Yeah, you never see my face again.
No.
You know next year he's going to be somewhere.
Yeah, but just know that he got fired, but he made $75 million.
That's when he's like,
Isn't that crazy, though? How much
Yeah.
money is in college sports?
mm-hmm.
You're paying your coach $75 million.
Think about what Kirby's making.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking about what Saban's making. How long he's been in Alabama?
I think he's making less.
You think so?
No, like
Really?
in the current state, yeah.
In the current economic climate,
Let me
is what
see.
he's trying to tell us.
Oh, man.
So you think you're going to come for the game? Should we get together?
Why wouldn't we?
I don't know. We never get together for college football.
We did last week.
Yeah, but that was by coincidence.
Zach came over to watch the game.
He didn't come over for the game. He came over for Mario. The game happened to be at 7:30. Remember that. We thought it was at 3. So don't give me that crap that we always get together for college football.
So Kirby Smart's contract is worth more, but it's 1 year more than Nick Saban. So Nick Saban technically makes more in less years, but he's worth less. So Nick Saban, his contract is for 9 years and it's total of like $94 million. But Kirby Smart's contract is 10 years worth 112, I guess, something like that. But his buyout is worth more than Nick Saban's, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Kirby Smart's going to be at least, a decade on the Bulldogs. So
Big money.
Unless he gets fired.
yeah, but then you got to pay him out because he's on contract.
Yeah. That's insane. There's so much money there.
So I read today that, jumping to the MLB, that they are going to vote on a minor change to the pitch clock.
Mm-hmm.
So the rule has been, if there's no runners on base, pitcher has 15 seconds to throw the ball. If there is a runner on base, he has 20 seconds. And they're going to reduce the runner on base time from 20 seconds to 18 seconds. I don't know if that's enough to make a material difference, or why
I
they
don't
feel
think
like 20
so.
seconds is too long. But they said that the games this year the average time of a game this year hasn't been this low since the 80s.
Mm-hmm. And I think they said this was the least watched World Series.
Was it really?
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can kind of see that.
it's because of the teams that were in.
Arizona and Texas.
Yeah. But on a different note, all the teams unanimously
Silly.
decided to move the Oakland A's to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
What?
And Oakland is taken to the streets.
Yeah.
Had they really?
Yeah.
Well, haven't
The
they been...
fans are planning a boycott on day one.
What, the Oakland fans?
Yes.
Aren't they already going to be in Vegas, so who cares?
Well, yeah.
So, yeah, boycott what? An empty stadium?
They're not going to show up.
Good for them. No one's going to show up to an empty stadium where no tickets were sold? Cool.
So, I mean,
haven't they been shit for like 10 years?
It's been dark times over there.
Do you think that's the solution, though? Move cities? That happened to the Supersonics. They went to the Thunder, and look what happened to them.
Well, the Oakland Raiders literally moved to Vegas.
Yeah, and
What, 5 years ago?
it's just more money there. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get more.
Oakland is like a small city in California, too, compared to
Vegas should have its own
compared to-
sports teams.
Yeah. So,
Do you think so, though? Other than the city, other than like the strip of Vegas, what else? It's the desert. You know? I guess there's a lot of money there because of that.
yeah.
I don't know.
I guess more people are going to invest in the stadium in Vegas, so you'll
Tom
have
Brady.
you'll have more money.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I guess.
but yeah, it's moving. No more Oakland A's.
Oakland A's. It'll be the Las Vegas A's.
The LA,
The LVAs.
forgive me. The LVAs.
Yeah, I don't care enough to have an opinion.
Acuna won the MVP,
I
as
did
he
see
should
that.
have.
The 8th Atlanta player in sports history. Can you name the other 7?
No, but Matt Olson came in 4th.
Who's that?
He's on the Braves.
Dang.
Yeah, you guys had a hell of a season, and it just got cut really short.
Yep.
Into the run.
When
The
they
other
needed to
8
play, they
players. No, I'm kidding.
Hopefully, the
Chipper
Yankees
Jones.
can figure it out this offseason.
The Yankees are working on getting a pitcher from the White Sox,
Mm-hmm.
who's from Japan. Seems like Yamaoka or something like that. And then the Braves today signed a right-handed pitcher who unfortunately has the last name Bummer.
You hate to see it.
But hey, they're making some much-needed pitching decisions. So
I mean, hell, we only have a couple months till the season starts.
4 months. 4 months. I'm looking forward to it.
Do you?
I really got into baseball this year.
I know it's weird. I feel like as we gotten older, it's been like and even like not even just baseball, but I'm starting to watch like everything now.
Yeah.
Like I'll keep up with, like I've always kept up with football, but I've watched more of it this year, college included.
Yeah.
Baseball, I've kept up with like basketball. I only watch like the for the NBA. I'll only watch the playoffs though.
Yeah.
It just doesn't excite me until then.
Really, the only basketball I care about now is March Madness.
Yeah.
It's always a good time. This past year was really good.
Are you I know you're I don't know if you have said or not, but I'm sure your family, do they go to Braves games?
Ace and Caden do.
Eh,
I'd like to go. It's
Yeah.
just, I know this is going to sound bad, but it just seems like this whole ordeal to try to get up there.
It just deters me how going
How far you
yeah.
have to go, how much traffic there'll be, how much you have to pay to park.
and just getting back.
Yeah, it's just a whole chore.
Like I'm sure once we're there, it'd be cool.
If we went like in a large group,
Yeah.
I'd be fine doing it.
Yeah.
But not so much going on my own. I think one of the reasons, and I know there are people that don't like it, the changes that they made to the fundamental rules of the game and really making baseball a sport that is governed by time now
Mm-hmm.
has made it more enjoyable to watch.
Yeah. No, I think that change was good because when they first made the change to have a pitch clock, I was like, oh, dang, they're going to be just running through it. But it doesn't feel like there is a clock.
Yeah.
It's just there's less bull crap.
There's a nice flow to the game.
Yeah. There's less bull crap just watching the pitcher do nothing.
It really got out of hand of the pitcher and the batter doing their ritual thing. And, an at-bat could last 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just much more enjoyable to watch on TV now.
Have you, like me and Ashton were saying how we really got into baseball this year. How do you feel about it?
I got more into it than I ever have. More specifically, the playoffs into the World Series. I watched every game of the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
And into the playoffs, I watched a majority of the last rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was fully into it. Like I
Yeah.
didn't care who was playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when we
Yeah.
were in Tennessee, we watched every
night we watched.
playoff
We
game.
had one game on
Mhm.
at least. Yeah.
And it doesn't, like he was saying, the flow goes better. It doesn't feel like it's really boring.
Yeah.
And to me, it seems like there's a lot more action this year. Like there's a lot more.
I'm going to be more of a fan of the Rangers and the Diamondbacks just because I've seen them with so many games. I've seen all their pitchers and stuff. I really like the Diamondbacks.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted them to win. But I think both pitching was phenomenal from those two teams, especially the closers.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good closers. The Diamondbacks have, I don't know what the heck the guy's name. I can't remember what it was.
I think Corbin Carroll's going to be a star
Yeah.
on Diamondbacks. He was that young guy that's 23, 24.
Yes. Yeah, had a couple.
Had the curly hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the other rookie that I said looked Chinese, but he's not. I can't remember his name either. He was very good. And then the guy, they had a closer. The Diamondbacks have a closer that I really, really like. That I was studying his pitching.
Really?
He's the 7th or 8th round pitcher. He would step back like 4 times, and then pitch. I can't remember his name. I'm gonna look him up. He was a really cool guy. And then the actual closer, both of them were like the best pitching I saw throughout the entire playoffs.
I'm so glad the Phillies got knocked out.
and the Dodgers.
And the Dodgers. It was a good time.
Dodgers got knocked out.
And the Astros. God.
Yeah. It really was, aside from the Braves, ended
Yeah.
up being a good series for me.
Yeah. I can't believe it was 2 Texas teams duking it out. That had to be pretty cool being there because you really aren't traveling for games. You're like you're in the same state.
Yeah.
So I think you had Carroll is the guy I was thinking of. Alec Thomas is the guy you were thinking of with the curly hair.
Oh. Corbin
They're-
Carroll doesn't have curly hair?
I don't know. He's got the mustache, the thick black mustache.
I thought he had like a mullet type thing going
That's-
from under his helmet.
That's Alec Thomas.
Okay. He's
Yeah.
young too, though, right?
Yeah, they're both 23. They're both rookies.
Yeah.
Both of them were like really, really good. Yeah. I'm trying to find the picture. What are you gonna do?
Even though it was an okay World Series, I wish it went to more games because they did only.
Yeah.
It was a 4-1.
Yeah.
But the games were close besides like 2 of them. But Texas just has so many offensive weapons. It's
The playoff and divisional games were more exciting than the World Series
Yeah.
ended up being. Yeah.
I thought when Arizona beat them that one game like 9-1, I was like, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
No. I was rooting for Texas though, so I'm kind of happy because they didn't win. They had never won a World Series, so maybe I don't think it's really hard for baseball to get back for previous teams that have gone. So we probably won't see Arizona and Texas in it next year.
I don't know if we'll see Houston in it next year because Dusty Baker's retiring.
Thank God.
So Zach Gallen is the starting pitcher. He was the one that I think in the first couple games of the World Series went like 6 straight innings with no hits, and they were starting to be like, he's about to get a no-hitter, and then he finally got a hit, and they took him out. Paul Sewald is the closer that I was talking about, who like dominated. And then I can't think of the other guy. Anyway, pitching was really, really fascinating to watch.
When you're chunking 100-mile-hour balls at somebody, you got like a second to decide if you're going to swing or not.
It is remarkable seeing how fast you have to decide if you're swinging or not.
One of the coolest additions this season, they had body cams on the umpires.
Mm-hmm.
And to see in real time what the ball looks like,
Mhm.
I mean, just aside from the batter, the eye that the umpire has to have of like pitch after pitch, being able, and I mean, like, do they get calls wrong? Yeah, but the majority of them are right.
Yeah.
And it's unreal.
Mhm.
Like some of them are so close, the little box that they show on TV, and
Yeah,
the
right on
umpire
the
will
line.
call it where it's like right on the line, but it's a strike.
Dude, what really fascinates me is watching, you know how they're about to swing and then they stop? And there's line
Yeah, the check
umpires.
swing.
They get them right every single time.
Yeah, and it's a thing of, and correct me if I'm wrong, the bat crossing the plate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the line
Every
judge
time.
is like all the way down on first base.
And he's like no swing, and they show a replay, and every time they get it right, dude. It's fascinating.
yeah.
Those guys fascinate me more than the freaking umpires.
That and it happens almost every game. There's a throw to first base, like right as the runner's foot is
Mhm.
touching the base, and they get it. It's just like,
Mhm.
how?
Because you got to keep an eye on the ball and the foot.
What makes me curious is that they don't do away with the umpire behind the plate. Because if they have, like from us, we see exactly where it goes. Why is there not someone watching the camera and the square and then just calling it in someone's ear and being like strike or whatever? You know?
I think
Because there is error with that umpire at some small percentage.
I think you'd be taking away the
The feel,
like
the,
a big part of the game.
Yeah.
there.
yeah.
I mean, you could make that argument with NFL or college ball.
Yeah, but they always correct when they go to the booth. You know, they always do, this is under review. They could always do that. There should be maybe someone in the umpire's ear being like, no. Like, let him call it, and then if it's wrong. But then again, that's like, you're right. That's probably taking away it's too, like, there's a little bit of human error in baseball, and that kind of makes it part of it, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like the corrections only get brought out when they've clearly made a mistake, and they even give the team the choice of whether to challenge it or not.
Yeah. And
So-
part of it, part of the game of baseball too, is sometimes the catchers, most of the time, they're tricking the umpire. You know, they catch it and then bring it.
Yeah,
That's
man.
probably part of the game, but the square is just for the people at home watching it, I guess. I bet a lot of that is messing with the umpire a little bit. You know,
I love when a batter thinks it was a ball and it's ball 4,
and they start to
and he
walk.
like throws his bat and starts
Yeah.
unhitching, and the umpire's like,
Yeah.
trying.
Then they stop.
It's like,
and look at
are
it.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Baseball will be March 31st.
It's the shortest off season.
4 months. I'm glad. Tim and I were both saying that we don't really keep up with basketball. Are you keeping up with basketball?
I'm keeping up with how good the teams are doing, but I'm not watching game to game.
I know you saw the headlock.
Of course, I saw that.
Was that
headlock.
Draymond
Oh my
Green?
Gosh,
Yeah.
no surprise. I think it's still being like considered for some sort of suspension.
That was funny as hell.
Rudy Gobert wasn't even involved in the fight.
I
He
know.
was breaking up the fight, and Draymond's like, and it just headlocked someone, and he had him for like 15 seconds. I mean, he held the guy and flexed. Like, that's what they're saying. They're reviewing. If you look at his face,
Did he flex?
there's intent, dude. He looks like he's trying to break his neck, and he wasn't even part of the fight. Draymond Green had no idea what was going on.
He just picked somebody.
He
He's
grabbed
like,
He just looked for a throat.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing. Dude, it's bizarre. And every year he does this. He has 3 or 4 altercations per year.
Is
That's-
he mental?
He just
He's one of those
sucks.
guys that's like, that's who I am. I'm not going to apologize for who I am. I'm sticking up for our teammates. He even went on his podcast the day after and said that. Like, I'm not going to apologize for who I am. I'm like, well, you need to grab some bench for a couple weeks. Then. Really think about it. It's bizarre, dude. He is the most psychotic player. He's like Dennis Rodman in the 90s, but not as good.
Yeah.
Like, Draymond Green's not that good. He's just aggressive, and he's the spirit of the team, but he sucks.
Somebody was saying he looks for these opportunities because he doesn't do a lot on the court, so he needs to find something.
That's how he
So-
gets in the news.
Yeah, so the opportunity came, and he just went flying at
Oh
it.
yeah, dude, it's sick. And Rudy Gobert has got maybe 3 to 4 inches on
Yeah.
Draymond Green.
He was like bending down.
dude, he was like,
Someone save me.
he was looking for someone to save him. He was like, I'm not even doing anything. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. And then of course the coach Steve Kerr came out and was like, that's who he is. I didn't see anything wrong. It was so bizarre.
He puts a man in a headlock for 15 seconds and sees nothing wrong?
Yeah. It's just, dude, I can't wait to see what the outcome is going to be.
Do we need to remind the man this is not the MMA?
I mean, we got to show Ashton the video.
Have you seen the video?
No.
Oh,
He's literally Rudy Gobert's like,
so
it's insane.
so Klay
the fight's
Thompson.
already broken up.
Who's the guy on the Timberwolves that do it? Klay
Um,
Thompson
Oh crap!
and some guy. They're like going at it, and they're like flinging each other, and Klay Thompson's jersey gets ripped
Mhm.
all the way, and then all of a sudden you just see Draymond Green just
out
running
of nowhere,
out of nowhere,
grabs the throat,
and
he's
just
like,
grabs him.
he's not even involved in the play.
Not at all.
He's not even close, man.
Let me get this for
the
you.
man spawns and just
He's like,
grabs
who do
the
I need to
throat.
hook? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's sick. And he grapples him, dude. It's bizarre. Are you going to show him?
Yeah.
Man had this on standby.
Oh, yeah. Let me look.
Pulled it up immediately. This got out of hand. Oh my.
You still got him. Not even involved. Look, he's still doing it. He still got him. Look at the score. Game just started, Ash.
That was serious. I mean, as you said, Clay's going to need a whole new
Look at Steph in his sweater.
Jeez.
The fight's broken up.
What a psycho.
He's like, yes! Here's my time.
That man attempted to put him in a headlock. What? Watch him. It's like, what in the world? Like a street ball tournament.
Draymond's like, that's who I am. I'm not going to apologize for the
That's
player
who
I
I
am.
am.
Yeah, it was
Man averages 4.3 points a game. 1 block, 3.6 assists.
He did. The man just spawned out of nowhere.
Defensive player of the
with
year,
the hook.
apparently.
it was not even 2 minutes into the game.
He sees some scuttlebutt. He's like,
Springs into action.
Somebody I don't know, was Steph injured? Is Steph Curry injured?
he's always got something going on. He's probably launching a new perfume or
They
something.
said someone was like, "Oh yeah, Draymond never likes to play without Steph."
Right, I did hear that.
So-
And then he just wanted a reason to get it. Actually,
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert said that
Oh, did he say
after
that?
the game.
Oh.
He said Steph was out of the game, so you kind of saw in the look on Draymond's face he just didn't want to play.
Hmm.
But did he get thrown out, or did he just get attacked?
There was 4 people who got ejected.
Really? So
Yeah.
he was one of them?
I think so.
There was no scores yet in the game.
No.
It just started. Dude, it's freaking sick. I don't ever get why there's fighting in the NBA. What are you going to do? They do the fake pushing against each other, and that's it.
I was like, "Oh, some ripped jersey action going on."
It's so dumb. Yeah, so I'm curious to see what kind of fines or suspensions are going to happen. I bet it's not going to be more than like 5
And-
games.
I didn't even realize the Timberwolves were good. They're 8-2.
They're good. Yeah.
They beat
They
the
always do
Warriors
this,
that
though.
night.
They always start hot.
Yeah.
And then, like last year, they were in the play-in tournament and they lost to the Lakers. So they're always good until
Yeah, what's with this playing tournament?
play-in tournament. That's the mid-season tournament. That's what you're thinking of. Play-in tournament last year was like wild card in NFL.
Well, what's this then? What's tournament going on?
No one knows.
What's this?
No one knows.
Because there's a tournament going on, right?
There was a quote-unquote mid-season tournament, but the season just started.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me look it up. I heard someone talking about it today. I don't really know.
Are they just trying to gain people into watching?
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get some viewers. They're trying to get interest in the NBA again. In-season tournament 101. They're also changing the All-Star weekend, finally, back to what it used to be, where it's East versus West.
Mm.
No drafts, or it's no Team LeBron for the 15th year in a row. All right. All 30 teams have been randomly drawn into groups of 5 within their conference based on win-loss records from the previous year. Beginning November 3rd, continuing through November 28th, each team will play 4 designated group play games on tournament nights, 1 game against each opponent in its group, with two games at home and 2 on the road. It's not even getting into. I'm not even going to go through all this. It's
But
just
what's like the reward? Like, what is?
there's a trophy. It's just like a tournament, just to get a random trophy. They want to get the first in season tournament.
Somebody
trophy.
was saying that a good idea would have been like to whoever won the tournament to give that team like an automatic. Ash, be careful. That's a 8%.
You can know what it is.
May I remind you, it's Friday?
Don't tease him now.
Were you not here last weekend? This is the least of my worries.
Let me catch up. Carry the conversation.
Did you What? I was gonna see how your Sunday went, Ash. How did you feel? I thought you were gonna feel a little bit worse than you looked,
I did too.
but you felt okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My stomach hurt all day, and I had a headache like right in the middle of my forehead, but I was good.
I kind of thought you were going to be worse because when I woke up, I saw your stuff still here, and I thought you were like, oh, yeah, he's dragging out of bed.
I was worried when I was going to bed Saturday night because the last time I was like that, I had a very hard time getting out of the bed the next morning. But no, it ended up being okay. What an embarrassing pour. Cheers.
Because Jesse was like, yeah, I'm going to have to make sure he's up in the morning.
Yeah, I did.
Did
But it turned out he was up like 2 hours before me.
2 hours?
Zach was causing some ruckus.
Yeah, that and my heart was pounding. Like, it was weird.
That cigar really made my chest hurt.
The cigar? How do you pin that?
What do you mean?
What do you think this is? It the cigar that did it?
Yeah, because I was fine the whole night. I was sober by the time I went to bed.
Yeah, me too. But like, the cigar did it?
That was the only thing different out of my routine. I haven't
stopped smoking.
I haven't smoked. I didn't even smoke at the cabin. It's been a long time since I smoked a cigar.
That's true.
I think I had 5 at the cabin.
Yeah, I didn't have one.
I missed the cabin. Anyway. Yeah, last weekend was really, really awesome. But I was fine Sunday. I napped for like an hour. That was it.
You should have seen the picture moment when I wake up, I walk in the kitchen, and then I walk around here, the door's open, I just look in here, and Zach's just like, how you doing?
He had the roughest night of all of us. I threw away that trash can. I gotta go pick up a new one. It's on my shopping list this week. Let me get one at Target.
You just didn't even.
I didn't
just
bother.
Like,
No, I didn't bother. What are you gonna do?
you probably fill that bad boy up.
We heard him rinsing it out bright and early. It's like slamming
He
against
just got
the
up.
shower
He just
wall.
got up randomly, early as hell.
5-ish, 6-ish maybe.
Jesse
up
was in the
when-
kitchen
He was up when I got up. 6:30.
because I heard him say something like, I got to take a shower. And then he apologized. Jesse's like, it's okay, man.
I heard a slam, like a loud slam, which I think was a cabinet.
It sounded like he pulled the microwave in the floor.
Yes. So I walk up. I get in the kitchen. I'm like, Zach, you okay? He goes, I'm just looking for some Tylenol. I need to take a shower. I said, okay. So he went in the shower, and then I heard him rinsing out the bucket, and then he just went back to bed, I think. Went and laid back in here.
He was like getting in and out of the shower. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. And then I wonder if he actually went to the Lego store and everything with Ben. Like he was.
He did. He
Are
sent
you
us a
serious?
picture in the chat.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Did he buy Legos?
He never said.
Zach,
Comment below.
comment. I'm gonna ignore your text.
We know you're watching on YouTube. Zach watched the episode last week on YouTube.
Dude, he like watches it in the living room, like on his big TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
I
Yeah.
do enjoy
Mm-hmm.
watching the videos on the computer.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Well done, Jess.
Thank you.
I actually prefer it over the audio.
Yeah.
So
No, I do too.
I'll usually watch it at the house instead of in the car. It just adds a little.
I still listen. I probably watch it through twice every week because I listen through and then I'll have it on and off throughout the week on the YouTubes. I like it. I did actually. It did occur to me today. I can go back and change all the thumbnails. Do you guys care if I do that?
Not at
Back
all.
to what we got going
Make
on.
a uniform.
Make it look good.
Yeah.
Building a brand. Guys,
So Ash, I do have one question for you.
Sure.
This is Lego related. Is there any big Lego sets that you want?
and not we're gonna hold you to buy them. Like, what's your want? Like, it'd be cool to own. Let's not limit dollar value.
I actually would really like to have Rivendell.
It's really cool. I still haven't seen it built
I'd
in
like
the
to
Lego
build
store.
Really?
No.
It was there when I went. Dang. I
Yeah.
just took it down. I mean, at this point, it's. I think March or May it came out, so it's like half a year old.
Time flies.
It's pretty freaking cool.
Do you plan on
Yes.
building that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wonder if it'll nudge you in the.
What does that day look like? Are you just going to wake up and say,
No,
is today.
it would have to be a plan. It'd have
it's
to
going to be premeditated?
It's going to be another furniture piece probably, and probably an end table.
I like that, Ash. What does that day look like?
Ash would be like, "What does that like month look like for building something like that?" It won't take me a day. It's going to take me
Probably a
couple
week.
days.
A
okay,
work week.
Let's be realistic. If I took a Saturday and was like, "This is what I want to do today," I could finish it no problem.
What?
But I don't think I want to.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I can fly through. I can fly through Legos.
It took me 4 hours to build a Christmas tree.
Yeah, but all the pieces were everywhere. You didn't know.
That's true.
That's also true. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think with a big
You'll
set
know
like
better
that,
next year. You'll know when you're disassembling.
I think with a big set like that, if you start at like 8 in the morning, you could do it all the way through. You might be up a little later, but
No, I could finish it before the sun gets down.
would you watch all the movies while building it? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I have found that to be such a higher level of enjoyment while building a Lego is watching the movie that it's from or the show that it's from, whatever it is. Absolutely. It adds to it so much.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I really think I could finish that in probably 4 hours build time.
4 hours?
That's it? Isn't it over 5,000 pieces?
I have no idea.
I honestly, until he said Rivendell, I forgot you had that set.
Me too. I finished. I finished that in a halftime of a football game.
Yeah, but that's
30, 40 minutes.
That's
Dude, there's a lot more than it looks.
no, but I'm saying that building is very tiny.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Rivendell is maybe 3 times the size of that. It's not crazy. I'm just saying, when I start a Lego, if you don't stop me or if I don't like pull myself back, I don't stop. I just like fly through it because I freaking love it so much. I can't wait to get to the next page to see what I got to do.
So that's the one big Lego set you want. Probably is
If I
Rivendell.
had to choose one, yeah. Now, I will say, Jesse sent me a link to a Chinese New Year dragon last night.
Do you remember the name of it? Auspicious. Is that what it's called?
The Auspicious Dragon.
The Auspicious Dragon.
Auspicious.
That's it. Also, did you see the calendar? I mean the like, I don't know what the heck it's called.
Yeah, it's called Auspicious Dragon.
Auspicious Dragon.
You did
You
not
seen it?
send me the calendar.
I don't think so.
Well, I'm gonna send it to you then, Ash. It's a calendar you put on your desk and you change the days. You know, like every day you come in, and it's a dragon.
Look, Tim.
I thought you would like it. What do you think?
I can't see it.
Oh.
It's frozen.
It froze? Oh, go away.
You showing him the dragon?
He's trying to.
It did freeze.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're on fire this week. Releasing all this coming soon stuff.
That's not a bad price point either.
Ash, before you click on that link, pay attention to the price tag of the new one that I just sent you.
Whew, this pumpkin ale is just hitting right.
Affordable is what I would say. Right? Right on your desk there? Something to look forward to
Wow.
every morning?
Yeah.
Yep. They're doing a lot of, this is when they do the Lunar New Year stuff, I think.
Yep.
So a lot of it, like they're doing a spring festival Mickey Mouse. They have, I will send you this one. I think you would really, really enjoy this one. are you looking at?
The Lunar New Year display from last year.
It's on sale, I think, right?
It is. Oh my.
You see that? That's a kind of a modular building.
Yeah. Dang, that's really cool.
Yeah, they do a great job with that line. I'm glad they still do it. I really don't think it sells that well, but you can tell they like put effort into it.
I'm sure it does in China.
Yeah.
China.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
Tim, this pumpkin ale is just treating me right over here.
It tastes better during the season, doesn't it?
It does.
You've had those since the cabin sitting in here.
There's only one left.
Those have been to Tennessee.
They've been from Florida to Georgia to Tennessee.
Dude, Ash, you're drinking from the tri-state area right now.
Oh my. Yeah, it's good. It's like what's the one that Sam Adams makes?
Pumpkin Jack. Go.
It's not Pumpo. What is it called?
Jacko.
Jacko.
You were close. Yeah, you something Jacko.
I said pumpkin, but then I said Jack.
I thought he was talking about Oktoberfest.
It's
No.
like Jacko, where you really only need one
Really?
because it's so spicy and.
Can I
Like,
try it?
Of course.
You did try it.
I don't think I. No, remember I
No,
poured it down
he was
the drain.
passed out in the chair.
Remember I poured the whole thing down the drain.
A tri-state beer down the drain? Why are you limping? I'm sorry. Think about it.
Okay, I will say this. I like that better than the Jacko.
I think so too.
It's less heavy.
Jacko. I mean, it's the season in full display.
Jacko. NFL?
Damn, Jacko.
We haven't talked about NFL yet. Interesting.
We got to do picks.
We have Black Friday and Thanksgiving games to go over.
The Cowboys are playing on Thanksgiving, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. The Bears probably also playing on Thanksgiving.
You know, the Packers and the Lions always play, but the Packers are always destroying the Lions. But this year,
Might be a little different.
Maybe different.
Wait,
it's a switch up.
wait, do they play against each other, though?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. At the Lions.
Aaron Rodgers, who?
The Lions will win, and they'll be eating turkey legs on TV.
I think you're right.
I like that.
What,
It's
the
a nice
turkey legs on
memory.
TV?
The turkey leg thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I'll tell you this. I remember a time. Did the Falcons ever play on Thanksgiving?
No.
When I first moved here, I remember the whole family getting together with Billy's girlfriend at the time, Rebecca Myers, and they were big Falcons fans, and we watched the Falcons game. I thought it was Thanksgiving, but I guess not. Maybe it was just a big thing.
In my recent memory, the Falcons have never played on Thanksgiving.
That was my first football game I ever watched. It was Michael Vick and the Falcons. 2006, maybe? 2005? Yeah. First football game I ever watched. I remember it.
I was in the 5th or 6th grade, so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you always watch football?
When
No.
did it start?
Probably seriously when I was in college.
Wow, that late?
Yeah.
We got into it. I remember specifically the year that the Patriots went undefeated. That was in 2007. That's when I got into it. Bandwagon.
You know what really upsets me? They have the record for the most wins in a row in NFL history, but no one talks about it because they lost in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when they beat the Giants that year for the undefeated season,
They lost to the Giants.
There was a game where they won.
They beat them. I think it was the last game of the regular season, if I remember right, to have an undefeated
They
season.
were like 17-0 or 18-0.
16-0.
16-0. Because my dad got me and said, "You need to watch this. This is about to be history."
Wow.
I do remember watching that game.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, they went 18-0 into the playoffs. Lost in the freaking Super Bowl. So they technically do have the most wins in a regular season because the Dolphins did it in the 70s. They went undefeated and won the Super Bowl, but they were 17 games back then.
Did they lose to the Colts?
Who?
The Patriots that year?
Mm-mm.
Who did they
Undefeated.
lose to?
Giants, the Super Bowl.
They lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots lost 07 and 09 or 2010 to the Giants. So the two Giants Super Bowl wins are to Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Was Eli quarterback both times?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And they were very average both of those years.
Yeah.
It's just the Patriots.
And the Patriots were dominant,
Yeah.
and they lost. That Plexico Burris catch, and then there was the helmet catch.
Mm-hmm.
Which was that Plexico? Who was that?
I don't remember.
Plexico Burris was the receiver for the Giants, and one of those years he shot himself in the leg in a club. He had a gun in his pocket during this season, and shot himself in the leg, and was suspended for a long time. I think he went to jail, and then on top of that, I'm pretty sure that happened in Atlanta, by the way.
For shooting himself in the leg?
Yeah, he had a gun in a club. Oh yeah, he went to jail, and then. Oh, who was the guy's name? Crap. Who was the defensive end on the Giants? Maurice Jones? Nope, not Maurice Jones-Drew.
Are you telling me there was a shooting in a club in Atlanta?
Yep.
No.
Yes. And
In
a guy
Atlanta?
named Plaxico Burris was involved. Who was the guy, Tim, who blew his fingers off at a 4th of July fireworks accident? He was the defensive end for the Giants.
Blew his fingers off.
He lost 3 of his fingers in the or during, in July, off season, whenever the heck it was. And he played with a mitt on his hand the entire season. He had 3 names. I'm getting Ashton right now. His name was... Oh, if I can call Billy right now, he'd tell me right away. Should I call him? Nope. What was the guy's name? Do you even know who I'm talking about? Do you remember? Yeah, or am I just making you laugh because of this memory that I have?
You got me. I don't know. Who is it?
Wait, how did he blow his fingers off?
A 4th of July fireworks accident. This dude was like... Who's the guy in the Browns right now who is freaking ridiculous? The defensive end he's going to get Defensive Player of the Year. Myles Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
He was like him, but on steroids. He was on the Giants team. Are you going to look it up? Are you going to tell me? No, tell me. Don't tell me.
You'll never guess
He
this.
has 3 names.
Yes.
No, I'll guess this. His number.
And they're all first names.
His name was.
Oh,
he was on
gosh,
the team with Michael Strahan.
He broke his neck, too.
Give me a first letter of his first name.
Jay.
Just say it.
I never would have guessed this.
No, don't say it.
Just say it.
No, we'll just continue with the conversation, but I'm going to figure this out. Julius Randle.
No. 10, 9,
Jordan Belfort.
7,
J-
6,
Jason.
5. Yes. 4,
Jason
3.
Jones-Drew.
No. 2,
Jason.
1. Jason Pierre-Paul.
Do I get any credit for all of the backstory that I gave about him at all?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
He had to have his right index finger amputated.
It was because of a fireworks accident, wasn't it?
While celebrating the 4th of July, a firework exploded in the hand of Jason Pierre-Paul.
Call me Steph Curry. That was a half-court swish.
Oh, do we really need that? There's just images all over the internet of him holding his hand up and
Oh,
the
really?
fingers missing.
Dude, seriously, he came back first game of the season with a mitt on his hand and dominated. Sack after sack. What are you going to do? So, yeah, the 2 times that we lost in the Super Bowl was to the Giants. Let's imagine a world where Tom Brady has 9 Super Bowl rings. Okay, let's imagine a world where he goes undefeated in the Super Bowl. If it wasn't for freaking Eli Manning, who went he went exactly 50% win-loss ratio on his entire career. And he beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl.
Sometimes you just got it. You know, honestly, that Seahawks Super Bowl should have been an L, but
But it wasn't.
it wasn't.
That interception on the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
You remember that one?
It's like the Seahawks and the Falcons Super Bowls both should have been L's, but they
Flukes.
don't. They stopped running the ball and they just said, "Yeah, let's throw the ball."
And a rookie safety got an interception for the Patriots in the end zone to save that game.
Do you remember his name?
No, I actually heard it today. Someone was talking about it, but I don't remember it. Do you remember his name?
Mm-mm.
Oh. What are you going to do? So week 11 of the 2023 NFL season. Is that what we're going over right now?
If you want to.
I thought we were heading that way.
Heading which way?
So me and Ashton tied last week with the picks. That's all I have to say about it, I guess. I got the Bills wrong and the Bengals wrong. Monday night and Thursday night.
What ended up being the final score of the Packers game? Packers-Steelers.
I know none of us got it. I just didn't know what the score was.
Hey, Siri.
Oh, here we go.
What was the final score of the Packers-Steelers game last week?
The Packers did not play the Steelers November 5th, 2023 through last Saturday. The two played last Sunday, with the Steelers narrowly winning 23-19.
23-19.
I had 24-13.
I had 14-17. It wasn't even close.
Tim?
Mine was way off. 13-10.
Mm.
You remember Zach's pick last week? 7-0.
7-0?
I can't remember what game it was. We picked 7-0. Tim, I hate to jump the gun here, but do you mind if we pick the Eagles-Chiefs as the game of the week?
What are we going to say? No?
I have a feeling he's going to say no.
No, that's fine.
He's going to be like, Bears-Lions. Stop. All right, we'll start from the top.
This one's tough.
I'm going to pick
But-
the Browns for sure.
I'm going Steelers.
Yeah, I think Tim's right.
All right.
And Cardinals Texans.
I think this could also be the game of the week.
I'm going with
Hot off a Falcons defeat. Cardinals going to Texas.
CJ
Texans.
Stroud's in town, baby.
Texans.
Texans.
Titans, Jags. Are we serious?
Oh, Jaguars.
You know how many fantasy points Trevor Lawrence got last week? 2.
2.
2 interceptions, 5 sacks.
Oh,
He got shut down last week.
oof. But this is the Titans.
And they're playing in Jacksonville.
I'm going Titans. Just for the fun of it. Fresh
How are you
off
guys
a bye
feeling
week.
about the Dolphins? Midway through the season, how are we feeling about the Dolphins?
I love them. Tyreek gives me hella points weekly.
I think they will win this week, but I
Uh-huh.
don't think they are division leaders.
Okay.
I think they're getting lucky that the Bills are shatting the bed lately.
You know they started 3-1.
The Dolphins?
No, the Bills.
Bills. Yeah, I know. They're 5-5 right
Yeah,
now.
they
Yep.
won one game in the last 6.
Yeah. I mean, it's although 2 of them have been like field goal close games, but still.
Josh Allen's been shit in the bed.
I think this next game is a clear winner.
Panthers, right?
Sure.
Cowboys, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Are you crazy?
How do you guys feel about the Cowboys lately? They're on a
Mm.
roll, aren't they?
Yeah, they do this every year, though. They're on a
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
And then they just don't do anything.
Someone will get injured.
Yeah. Dak Prescott will get injured.
Let's hope CB Lamb does.
Man, that's all Dan talks about. He
Oh, that's
picked him
right.
up
He's
on his
got CB
fantasy.
Lamb.
Yeah.
I played against him last week. It was rough. 40 points he got last week.
Yeah.
After this, let's go over some fantasy stuff, Tim. I need some advice from you. Bears Lions. This should be
Lions.
the Thanksgiving game. I
I think Lions Packers is a pretty good Thanksgiving game.
It's fine too. Usually the Bears are playing though.
They are.
I guess they're abysmal though. That's why. Lions.
Chargers Packers.
I think Packers are going to lose twice this week.
I'm going with the Chargers.
Mm-hmm. Chargers.
Yeah, I like that.
They're going to have a poor week. All right. Giants Commanders.
Commanders.
I'm
I'm
with
going
you.
Giants.
Nice.
Don't forget now.
Falcons have a bye
The
week?
Giants are on like their fourth string quarterback.
Third.
They're digging deep this week.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
All right. Buccaneers 49ers at 425.
49ers.
49ers.
I got good old Brock Purdy in my lineup this week.
Brock Purdy.
This one's a toss-up for me.
Jets.
Oh, okay. 49ers. I'm going to pick the... I'm going to pick the Bills.
So,
I
Jets did beat the Bills the first time they played, but it was in New York. Secondly, Bills have lost their last 3 games. Jets have also lost, but the Bills are probably going to get on revenge because it is in Buffalo, so we're going
Right.
with the Bills.
Okay.
It's a long walk. I am going to pick the Bills also.
Seahawks, Rams.
Rams are winning.
Seahawks.
I am going with the C's of the Hawks.
All right.
Okay, how do we feel about the Broncos winning 3 in a row?
So Vikings right now have the longest win streak in the NFL.
I know they started the season 1-4, and they've won 5 in a row.
5 in a row.
That's
But
all I needed to hear.
But the Broncos have won 3 in a row.
But the Broncos suck.
Is that who I said?
Yeah.
That one time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Broncos country, rise up.
But the Broncos suck.
I'm going Vikings.
I think I'm going to go Vikings. Although I have Russell Wilson now.
That's different. You need to pick up a new QB.
I did. Russell Wilson. There was no... Dude, that's the best option. He's actually a really good fantasy quarterback. He's just on a crap team. He's a
Alright.
very good fantasy quarterback.
This might hurt your rest of your season.
You think?
This is gonna.
You think? Kirk Cousins. Injured, out for the year. My backup, Joe Burrow. Out for the year. I'm on my 3rd string. I'm like the Giants right now. You know how that turned out for him? 2-8. I'm 8-2 though. We'll be fine.
Eagles at Chiefs.
Stop. Is that not the?
I've already got it.
You already got it?
Yep. The Eagles will be winning.
Mm-hmm.
Final score will be 27-21.
Mine is 24-21 Eagles.
Mine.
It will what? Oh, it will be a field goal game.
Yeah? I am not holding back. The Eagles will be winning 38-17.
Wow.
That's a big
I hope
defeat.
not, because
Yeah.
I'm playing against Jalen Hurts this week. So let's hope not. And
That's
really, in reality, I hope the Chiefs dominate them.
Big defeat.
Big energy.
Whoa. All right. Well, listen. Hey, fellas. We're on to Thursday. Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving
is
football.
next week. And we have 3 amazing games coming up. They're honestly not that great. Let's be real.
I'm looking forward to all 3 of these games.
Well, just because it's Thanksgiving. If this was during the week, you wouldn't watch any one of these.
I would.
Because you don't do anything on Sunday.
I watch every game.
Packers, Lions. Lions.
Lions.
Can we also do score picks for Thanksgiving days? Just for the fun of it?
If you want to.
Sure.
Not for everyone. I'm just saying let's pick one.
Packers, Lions. That's the one.
It's going to be a blowout.
Lions are winning 13-17.
I'm going to go 20, 21, 41. I don't even know if you can score 41 in football, can you?
You can score anything.
Yeah.
41. Let's move on.
They got the whole department responding out there.
All right, Commanders, Cowboys. Cowboys.
Cowboys 28-14.
$24-14.
I just picked the score for the Lions Packers. I'm picking 41-6. Lions.
Hey, I did 41 too.
41-6?
To 6.
There's
2
four
field goals.
Packers.
That's it.
Seahawks.
God.
I'm doing it. I'm picking the Seahawks, man. That's my flip-flop of the week.
49ers 31-18.
Brock Purdy's going to pull through for me, baby.
Yep.
24-27
Let's
Seahawks.
pick
Black Friday game.
let's pick
Isn't
the
that cool?
score. Let's pick the score for that one.
Are you
Dolphins,
gonna
Jets.
stay around for it, Ash? After
Is
the
it before
podcast?
or after the game?
Oh, right.
It's at 3
I
o'clock.
keep forgetting. Don't just ignore everything that I ever say out of my mouth.
The Jets are going to lose this game.
It's going to be a close one, Tim. 24-21 Dolphins.
I'm going to say 28-9.
17-9 Dolphins. I think that the Jets are really gonna put the clamps on the Dolphins
Let's hope not.
passing.
Tyreek Hill really needs to pull through for me. He might get me hella points that game.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about fantasy for a minute. I need some guidance in my life.
About what?
If only I can't even look at my fantasy because my phone's over there. So Joe Burrow is moving to injury reserve.
Mm-hmm.
Rest of the season, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked up Russell Wilson a couple days ago. He's my best option at this point. What I did was I tried to trade Joe Burrow earlier this week. He didn't accept. And that sucked. Or else I would have been fine. So what do I do here, Tim? Help me out.
You should have, to be honest, you should have picked the quarterback for the Commanders. How? He has the most passing
Someone's
yard.
got him.
Oh, someone's got him?
Someone in my league has 4 quarterbacks right now. She does that.
4?
Yeah. Dak Prescott is on the bench. Howell. And I think Dobbs. Someone is hogging quarterbacks right now. It's driving me nuts. But I tried to trade for Justin Herbert for Joe Burrow earlier this week.
So Russell Wilson was literally your best option.
Yeah, but he's as a fantasy quarterback, he's very good.
What's he average?
16? I mean, it's good for a quarterback. He's 13th in average. Which is not bad for a backup of a backup for me.
Yeah, but now he's your starter.
I know. But the good thing about him is he doesn't throw interceptions. He has 18 touchdowns and 4 interceptions this year.
He does
it's
get
the
sacked
best,
a good bit, though.
Best ratio. Yeah, we gotta let that slide.
Well, I hope he pulls through for you this week.
Well, he can't because I already put in Burrow last night. And he got hurt. So that position's locked in. I got lucky because Burrow threw a touchdown as he got hurt. If he didn't get that touchdown, he would have scored me 3 points last night. And quarterbacks, Ashton, for reference, average 16 to 18 on a good day. And a good day over 20. He got 8. So I'm in danger, as they would say.
That might break you.
Did I tell you about Navarro last week? So Navarro's number 1 in our league, 9-1. Has a killer team. Last week, when he drafted, he did not pay attention to bye weeks. So last week he had 5 of his starters on the bye week, and I think there's 8 or 9 in the starting lineup, including a defense. So he had 4 replacements, and did not put in a kicker because he didn't have a replacement kicker but didn't want to drop his kicker. Navarro scored 96 points last week and won with not a full roster. He won the freaking game. So even at 90% health, he won. So he's got a killer team. No one's beating him. His only loss is to this guy, but it was in like week 3.
Attaboy.
Do you have more than one kicker on your team?
No.
I don't either. Who's your kicker?
He's the number 1 kicker right now. I think it's the Chargers kicker. I don't know his name.
I have Justin Tucker, and he's been,
very good.
He's been pulling through for me. He gave me 11 last night.
Really?
I went with.
I can't wait until you're in it next year and we can actually have this whole.
I went with spur of the moment decision. I benched Lamar Jackson because he only gave me 15 points last week. Put in Brock Purdy, but
He did good last night though.
he did okay. He did 18.
Oh, well, I thought he had 20 something in ours.
He did 18 yesterday. I put in Brock Purdy because he's facing I thought Cincinnati defense would have been a little better than they were, but we'll see how.
Who are the 49ers playing? I could look right here at this piece of paper right in front of me.
I don't remember.
The Bucks.
That's why I put him in, because the Bucks are like.
Yeah,
Because
I guess.
also last week, Brock Purdy was on my bench. He gave me 24.
I can't believe you have Brock Purdy and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's like me at the beginning of the season having Joe Burrow and Kirk Cousins. Look how that turned out.
It sucked that 1 week that Justin Tucker and Lamar Jackson were on a bye week, because I didn't have an extra kicker, so I just didn't have.
Did you
anybody.
lose?
No.
You won with no kicker?
Mm-hmm.
You're like Navarro. Why am I complaining about him?
Listen.
I should be bitching about you.
Listen, you know what was crazy is I played against my cousin John this past week, and my cousin John is 0-9. So he doesn't even look at his roster. He doesn't make changes. He doesn't do anything. He had people on his bench with 25 points, and he has people in his roster that are playing on injured reserve. But he doesn't look because he's 0-9. So I won this past week, and I only had like 90 points, but he had like 50.
I wish I had people like that in my league. That would be nice.
So it was kind of a free win, but I was glad because I really messed up this past week. But we're back on track.
Are you?
I'm projected to lose, but it's like he's projected to win 52-48, so it's close. So as long as
It's a flip. It's a coin flip at that point.
It's close. So we'll see what happens.
Do you know star players in the NFL this year? Do you keep up with any of that? Like Keenan Allen, AJ Brown, Mixon, any of those guys?
No, not like you guys are.
And this is the only reason why is because of fantasy. So
Mixon's really good on running back.
last night
on
he
the
had
Bengals.
25 points. He did. Navarro has him. Navarro angers me because he straight out told me yesterday, "I want you to lose rest of the season." He said that to me, and then that night Joe Burrow breaks his hand. He said, "Listen, I have a baby on the way. I need some extra cash."
For Legos.
Yeah. A jerk. So I am projected to only win by 4 points. So that's a coin flip right now. I was up by 15, and then Joe Burrow got mangled.
Yeah, that sucks. Because quarterbacks are old reliables. They'll always give you 18 to 20 points every week. You're counting on that. And now he's on his last leg.
Yeah. I'm on my third quarterback.
Imagine if something happens to Russell Wilson.
And this is my third major player getting injured this year. I had Kirk Cousins at the beginning of the year. He was the number 3 fantasy quarterback. He consistently gave you 20 to 25 points, which is very high for a quarterback. He got injured, out for the season. Darren Waller, at the time of being injured, was the number 3 tight end in the league on the Giants. He got injured. He's been out for like 6 weeks. So then I finally replaced him, and then now Joe Burrow, my second quarterback.
Freaking T. Higgins, one of my top wide receivers. He's on the Bengals. He's out.
He was supposed to be in this week, but then I guess they pushed him back.
He wasn't. So
it sucks. You really every week you look at your app and it says like questionable next to the player or injured, and you keep track every day. I'm googling like right now Keenan Allen and Mostert.
Ashton's like, I don't know if I have time for this.
No, it doesn't take up that much time. It's just intriguing. It doesn't take up much time. It really doesn't it? We just talk.
I look at Tim's face. I don't know if I can believe that.
The longest thing is draft night. That's the only thing that's long.
No, that's the funnest.
Yeah. It would be fun in person.
If we can seriously all do that in this room together,
Sure.
dude, that'd be sick. Here's the thing: who's going to be the league commissioner? I don't want to do it.
Seth.
The commish? He's not. He doesn't know football.
Yeah, he doesn't.
You think Dan would do it?
He would. But do we want him to do it?
Is Dan coming on next week?
He said he would.
We'll talk about. I'll mention some stuff, but we could talk about it offline for next week.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Russell Wilson. When I watched him last week, he was kind of.
That's the thing though. It's like sometimes they can be in a crappy
It's
team.
weird.
And they look bad.
It's weird though because he was so good in Seattle, and he just seems very average.
It's like he got out of a funk. Like
Yeah.
And that's what they've been saying lately. He looks like old Russell Wilson again because he's starting to run the ball. He looks like he's more free. He just does what he wants.
Well, we'll see this weekend.
Yeah. And he's playing against Minnesota. They got a bad pass defense.
Yeah.
So he might be okay. I don't know.
I mean, they won 3 in a row.
Yeah. Honestly, if any quarterback that gets you 2 touchdowns a game, you're okay. You're golden.
Yeah.
With
and when they get you a rushing touchdown,
yeah, which is why you have Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes averages like 25 a game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at with fantasy right now. I have a very, very solid team. I had the best team the first like 6 weeks, and then I started to get injuries. I'm still number 2 in the league at 8-2. The guy under me, I have a 2-game cushion. So if I lose this week and he wins this week, we're like neck and neck. That's what I'm nervous about. Right now I'm projected to like barely win. The other guy's projected to like smoke the guy.
Mm-hmm.
It makes Sundays very interesting.
I don't look at fantasy until about 4. Because if I look at it during the games, I'll be looking 10 seconds. So I do it to where I'm only looking after the 1 o'clock games are over.
I usually look at halftimes of every game.
Yeah. Because it really gets annoying. You're looking every 10 seconds and
then you get a text on your phone that says like Keenan Allen scored a touchdown for Schwanz. And you're like, yes! And then you look at the scores. Yeah. Yeah. It's fun, man. It's fun, but it's like, I want to say stressful, but not like stressful. It's still like exciting stressful.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to do it next year.
I agree. If everybody's in the same room on draft night, that'd be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should pick. I know you like. I guess in everybody's league is probably the same. Like the commissioner picks when draft night is happening.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you schedule it.
We scheduled ours for like 9 o'clock on Friday night. So if we could do like a Friday night, it would probably work out for everybody.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be that late. It could be like 6 or 7.
We should probably do like Saturday night.
You think Saturday night?
Because Lou and Dan work Saturdays.
Yeah.
Your dad sometimes works Saturdays.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's when we'll talk to everybody. And see
we'll see what
better.
everybody wants.
I seriously think it would be freaking fun. If like a month in advance, we'd be like, this is the day we're meeting at Jesse's house, putting it on the big screen. Everybody's coming like we're doing it. That'd be exciting. Because during the draft, everybody's quiet. They're looking at their lists.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone picks someone they want. They're like, damn it. And then they got to scratch it off.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. It's a lot of fun. My problem next year is going to be because Dan is a big consultant of mine this year. We're going to be enemies next year. So he's not going to be able to help me.
I'm not helping anybody.
A big reason for my success is Daniel this year.
I'm not helping anybody next year. I'm
Do
not
you
even
help anybody this year?
I'm not even going to talk to no one. It's fine.
We're also going to have a big group chat.
Mm.
Sunday morning is going to be on fire.
Another group chat.
Another group chat. That's what we need with 10 people.
Well, this is the last podcast before Thanksgiving. So
Yeah.
hopefully all of the people listening out there have a great Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ash, we hope you enjoy yours.
Thanks, guys. Since we're in this season, not to be too mushy. Thankful for both of you. Thankful we get to do this each week. Glad that we've picked it back up again. We've been on a serious streak.
mm-hmm.
It's been good. So hope both of you have excellent holidays with loved ones. And looking forward to the Black Friday podcast.
Black Friday cast. Yep. It's going to be good.
Yeah.